Here we go. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 2.5 Crows podcast with me, Meteor Falcon, Skyrus, and Crow. Unfortunately, Skyrus will not be joining us today. Something unfortunately that came up, but in her stead, we have the illustrious GM Raiden. Say hello, everybody.
Yay! Yeah, applause for GM Raiden.
Chair sounds.
Oh, chair sounds. Good old that's the GM chair.
Actually, this is not GM chair. This is GM sub chair.
Oh, okay.
Just realized the current topic is Genevieve.
Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not.
Yo, yeah, April Fool's is actually GM Raiden, it's Genevieve.
We're still in beta.
Yeah. It is kind of funny though when you think about it. The 2.5 Crows podcast has kind of been like taking steps in terms of like through the Elsword kind of like company kind of to say. We started with like a ELS streamer, then we went up to a moderator, and now we're up to a GM. So what's the next step? I don't know.
Wait, what's ELS for?
Hearties.
Parties?
Oh, right! Okay, sorry.
It's okay. She has a tendency to miss, and apparently that leaks onto everyone else. So I'm not surprised that you missed out on that.
No, I did Hardy's dirty like that. No, I'm joking, Hardy's, we love you, we appreciate you.
Oh yeah, if you guys would like to join, I'm sitting in the Fountain of Healing in the Varnamir channel.
Well, you should probably hit F5 then.
Oh, wait, you're right. Okay. My bad.
I want to join, but it's like kind of cold and I kind of want to stay in bed.
It'd be like that.
Do you want me to join?
It's up to you. You'll be here in spirit.
Just because I have to update the game on my brother's computer if I do join.
It's alright. Crow's behind the waterfall. It's fine. She's hiding.
Yeah. I'm a camouflage master. You can't really see me on screen, but I'm actually there. Yeah.
I was just gonna say you're the support unit for Meteor Falcon right now.
Oh yeah, the little bird. I love.
It's not a
birds.
crow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, close enough. They're basically birds. They're basically the same species.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
fine.
Okay. Crow, if you would.
Oh wait, what am I doing?
You could start it off with the first question. You have the list.
Oh wait. Before I
Okay.
get started, I just want to say it's Raven's birthday today.
It is Raven's birthday
I have to
today.
say that too.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, it's true. Shout out to Raven. Happy birthday to him.
That's so
Happy birthday
Raven.
to Raven.
Sure.
Yeah. I wanted to make a video for her, but I feel like I got so busy this year. I'm like, I'm sad. I might not be able to make it in time unless I make it a late video or something. But yeah, all right. Anyways, to the first question. All right. So obviously, I think everyone knows that we have Raiden here with us today, and we had a list of questions for Raiden, and I guess I'll pick the first question to ask, which is.
Go for it.
Oh yeah, quick. I wrote a question for Raiden. I'm just curious. When did you start playing Elsword?
Believe it or not, well, hold on. NA Elsword or Korean Elsword?
Whoa.
Oh.
Is it
wait,
possible to get both answers?
I guess Korean Elsword back when it was in like beta.
Oh my
I wanna say
goodness.
either beta or at least like when people were trying to get in, because many of you know that there was this game called Grand Chase, and a lot of people were, of course, hearing about KOG's newest game, Elsword, so they're trying to get into the Korean server. And of course, back then, that's when restrictions weren't so heavy. So me being the young college kid I was, got in, fell asleep one night with my laptop, like updating it, installing it, and then I wake up and I'm just hearing the do 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 do.
Oh, yeah.
And I went to sleep. I just closed out and went to sleep. But I then tried it out a couple of times, and sort of like language barrier, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, fell off. I think I did try I want to say it was the Taiwan server as well.
Ooh.
Between
okay.
that, because a couple friends of mine were also playing that server since NA did not have a server yet.
Of course.
But if we're going to talk NA server, Pretty much whatever the closed beta was.
Wow.
Yeah. So I am pretty much like one of the oldest, if not the oldest player. Well, I guess I'm not the oldest because, yeah, you gotta factor staff.
Of course.
And all the other players too from the other servers, I guess.
Right.
But if we're just gonna talk NA, then I guess we'll just say I'm one of the oldest.
That's insane. I didn't know you were playing for that long. Wow.
I've mentioned numerous times that I have a lot of the old stuff. I have like the old Trials of Elsword title, the old Guild Pioneer title.
I can remember that one too. That's great.
The CBT Halo, which
that's crazy.
Technically, that can't really be used as a sign of you were around during that time because you could trade it. So. Oh
wait, really? I never knew that.
Yeah, people have sold it on the board. It goes for quite a lot, even though its stats aren't good. But that's because, like, it's a very rare item that very few people kind of show that they have.
Yeah, it's more for the clout. It's more for the clout, if anything.
The flexing rights.
Yeah, like I still have a ton of old items, like the old football that they did for.
Oh my
Super
goodness!
Bowl.
I remember that being like one of my first events. Actually, is like that football thing. I was just like, why is this anime game doing something about football? I don't care about sports. And I was like, I guess I'll pick this team. I think I picked the losing team.
Yeah, I picked the losing team because that was actually like one of my hometown teams. So it's like, yeah, I have to pick this team, and we lost.
Oh dang.
The one time that we actually lose, when normally it's like, okay, do we have a rig prepared for that guy's finger yet? If not, can we hurry it up and just give it to him?
Oh man, that's crazy.
Yeah, I think anyone who knows football might know what team I'm talking about, but I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Fair.
Follow sports, so I don't know, Satch.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't know.
I'm not super big on sports ball anymore.
Sports ball. Okay, fair enough. Understandable. It's like.
But yeah, like, so I've been playing since, I guess, day one for NA, and I'm not gonna say day one for Korea because I'm not sure, but yeah, I probably like have forgotten more about this game than most people have actually learned.
Yeah.
Also,
does that mean...
incoming fourth commentator for a sec.
Okay.
Sorry, I just need to have a bit of a drink too, of course.
Oh, okay.
No, nothing bad. It's just a Diet Pepsi.
Oh, Diet Pepsi.
Well, that's because like when I ordered like regular Pepsi, they apparently got Diet Pepsi. I'm like, okay, there better have been a good reason for that, but whatever. I still drink Diet. I don't care.
Fair.
Still got a drink. Oh, good.
You can write with the Diet.
Yeah, and I got some water on the side just in case.
Nice.
Okay.
Stay hydrated.
Stay hydrated.
Stay hydrated.
Jinx. Wait, does that mean Raiden, you started playing since you played Grand Chase before Elsa came out?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, wow. That means he's...
And I was not exactly like one of the starting players for the game, but I will say like one of the earlier ones, like within like the first few months.
Wow.
Which I only played because a bunch of my friends in college were playing, and I thought, wow, that game looks like crap. And then to anyone from the company watching, I'm sorry I said that, but that's what I initially thought as a young, stupid college kid. And then I'm like, you know what? Let me like try the game out. If I like it, then I'll try to get good, and then I'll just surprise them and beat their butts.
Yeah.
Apparently I started liking it too much.
Hey, honestly, that's a sign of a good game.
Pretty much to the point where I actually was beating them. Well, we kind of like had some back and forths, but for the most part, like I progressed the furthest out of everyone else from my college friends and all that. But yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, so that's pretty much the answer to the question is Raiden started playing before Elsword.
Before anyone else.
He's the OG of the OG. Gosh, I gotta respect that though, and the dedication to the game.
Yeah.
You whippersnappers.
Well, I guess I'm a transition that one because very fitting. This is kind of the 10th anniversary kind of celebration. You have like a let's say like top 3 like kind of updates that the game has ever had. Since you've been playing for so long. They could be like one-time events or like permanent things.
Wait, top 3?
Yeah, why not?
Top 3 events.
Damn, I'm like, I would struggle to even think of one, and then immediately out here like think of like
really,
3.
I kind of got 2. I got 2 ready actually for myself.
Oh, jeez.
Here.
That's way too many events.
Is that okay? I mean, if you just only can think of like one favorite that's close to it. Here, let me answer real quick while maybe you guys think. Legit. Okay, so for me, I'd say top 3. The bronze would have to be Birth, just because like I just have this excitement for Birth at the moment, and I still want to keep playing it. But you know, it sometimes can be hard to get into and things like that. But the fight itself is so enjoyable. I feel.
Birthright event.
Yeah, Birthright. Hey,
Oh.
not
Oh,
PETA, not PETA. No.
Okay, I was like, from Fatal?
Yeah, no, not that one. And then
Pretty much his release.
yeah, right. Oh no, actually, I guess his release would be the tutorial, right? That little tutorial cutscene.
I don't know. I wouldn't really count that one. Like,
Okay.
I would count like his actual Fate dungeon release.
Fair. My silver would be Master Road. I absolutely like whenever I play games and stuff like that, the feature like the best thing ever is always boss fights, and then Master Road comes out, which is just like here's just a bunch of bosses, and all their patterns are really cool, and they all have like different attacks that like you can always dodge all of them. Like Master Roads are very designed very well in the way of like if you die to a Master Road, unless it's Denef, it's most likely your fault. So like I don't know, that was really lovely, and I loved it all. And I remember like being like one of the first people to actually get all the titles and then get the final Crest and Master Road title when that came out, because I adore all the boss fights in Master Road. They're so good. And then my gold has to be Rasa Raid, but I think Rasa Raid kinda after we got like Rigamore, if that makes sense. But in total, I would say Rasa Raid is number 1, because I feel like that shifted the game a lot to like this kind of like raid centric thing, and like I actually felt like I was cooperating with a lot of people and like strategizing with a lot of people, like making party comps, and like beating Rasa for the first time, even though I got carried, felt so good. And like I don't know, it's just a crazy feeling. And like I guess I've just never felt that with Elsa before, because I've done like so many solo things before, and maybe some things with a couple of friends, but like Rasa just hit different, man, where it's just like, oh man, you can actually strategize with the team and like make good team comps, and like beating Rasa felt so good, dropping all these accessories and weapons. It's great. It's great. I love it.
Okay, when you said events, like I was thinking like not just like releases like character or class.
Yeah.
So
So
I'm like thinking like, oh gosh, what was that one event that actually did all this stuff that I really enjoyed?
oh my bad. I should have said updates.
Okay, well, yeah, okay. In that case, Mommy Crow, you go first, because I'm gonna go into like some different stuff.
Oh my gosh, wait, oops, I didn't think you'd ask me the question, so I didn't actually think about the question. I think my favorite update though, no, okay, here's the thing. I feel like it's gonna be something Raven related, okay?
That's fair.
So maybe the third job's coming out might be my favorite.
Mhm.
Just because, oh yeah, okay, actually, you know what? Yeah, definitely third job update. Okay, I remember when I saw the trailers for Elsa's third job, and so the first trailer was like, I think the animated trailer, the one with Fury, like the animation, like all of the third jobs, like Night Emperor, Ita Sage, Anemos, and then into Furious Blade. Do you guys remember that one?
Yeah. The and then it ended off with the boss from that one area.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the animation, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cause I remember like so when they dropped when I saw the trailer, I was actually at work. Yeah, so I was just freaking out. I was like, oh my god, I was so happy. If I was at home, I probably would have like fangirled like hardcore or something. But I was at work, so I had to contain my excitement, which is why I remember it so clearly. It was kind of it was a painful experience because I couldn't vocally be excited about it. But then third job, I think third job Nova Imperator came out, and I remember seeing the trailer for Nova Imperator, and I'm like, oh, it was like my first time seeing him, right? And I was like, oh my god, he looks so handsome.
I figured that you would have said that he would have looked so hot.
Okay, that too, okay? But I wanted to like, you know...
Be more eloquent.
Yeah, I wanted chat to have a good opinion of me.
I think it's a bit too late for that, but that's might just be me.
No, I agree with that completely, but for that one for me, I guess would be the Weapon Taker, because like I've told this story before, but like when Weapon Taker came out, I remember coming back from high school on the bus, and like the first thing I wanted to do was just play Elsword and get Weapon Taker.
I think Weapon Taker might be my second, because
That's such a good
dude,
one.
also the trailer, the NA also made for Weapon Taker was actually kind of addicting to watch, so I kind of binge
yeah, the
watched
music-
that.
yeah,
a
the
lot
music
as
was really
well.
nice in that
Yeah,
one.
the music was good. Yeah, I really like the music, the composition of it. It's like, dang, this makes it look so badass. And I'm like, yeah, I really Weapon Taker is my second favorite. I really like, yeah, just anything Raven related is all my favorite content.
Well, I guess I'll say 3 updates and then 3 events because I've actually thought of quite a few.
Sweet. Okay.
Okay.
But first, Snipe Sinful, believe it or not, we actually still do have enhancement events that are not just one day, but they're usually combined with other events like the treasure hunt event and all that. So we still have those lengthy enhancement events, and I think in those cases, usually like with treasure hunt and all that, it's usually about 4 weeks. So
Yeah.
even better than those 2-week-long enhancement events. But okay, I guess for actual events, one of them, maybe you guys remember, was the Fox Bandit event.
I remember that. Yeah, I think I still have it
Yeah,
on my
and-
Aura or something.
Because
Yeah.
that's how I got like so many complete recovery potions. So it's like I have like 2,000 cubes worth, or not cubes, potions worth in cubes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I still have some cubes because now there's like so many complete recovery potions. I don't really need to dig into that stack
Of
anymore.
course.
Then we had for the second was an April Fool's event. It's going back to the Fox Bandit. I also liked it because pets, so I got some free pets. I got some mounts too.
Of course.
But my second is an April Fool's event that is super old, like 2012, 2013-ish, I think. They were these special weapons that when you cast a special active skill, cleared the entire room.
Oh my goodness. Okay, you're the only other person I've heard talk about this. It was an April Fool's event.
Yeah, it was a single use. It was like a shepherd's cane type of weapon or something.
I remember it being it looked like the Haner weapon. The absolute.
I can't remember in terms of like what the weapon looked like, but that's like you use a special active skill, everything in the room dies, even bosses. So at the time, what I actually wanted to do was do the Altera secret dungeon.
Yeah.
Because back then, you every secret dungeon was available, but you just needed tickets to enter, and that one was the hardest dungeon in the game. And I was on my Grand Archer, who was not exactly that good, and it's like, hey, I'll just use it against the boss. I'll just clear up to the boss normally. That was difficult as hell. But killing the boss instantly with those things, worth it.
Oh yeah, it's so good. I remember getting supersonic with that.
I didn't get any drops from it, unfortunately.
Ah, sad.
Sad.
It's okay,
I
you
think-
got flexing rights.
I think the only drop I ever got from like the initial release of Secret Dungeon was a visor for Eve on an account that didn't have an Eve.
Oh yeah, they did do that.
I
didn't
had,
they?
and I like they didn't give out seals back then, so I couldn't trade it or sell it.
Did you end up discarding it, or do you still have that advisor?
I might still have it. I might.
Okay, you would might have to go digging.
I'd have to check. I think it's on my Furious Blade because that was the character who dropped it, and of course, shared bank was not a thing back then, so I can't just transfer it over to characters. But yeah, and for my gold in terms of events, I can't pick between the two.
Okay.
Perkesis and Eltrion Mark II.
Oh, Mark II. Interesting.
Yeah. As I guess like as an honorable mention, the teddy bear raid.
I remember Teddy Bear Raid.
Yeah, just because like it was kind of like cute. Ariel's Nightmare it was, I believe.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
the costume weapon was a pillowcase for Elysis, and I think I still have it on her. So it was kind of funny and cute.
Yeah, I think one of my Ravens has it. Yeah.
My
Teddy bear
Raven
cannon, yeah.
has it, yeah. Oh, well, actually, my Raven has that as well, yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. I feel like such a zoomer talking to Raiden.
There's like a lot of events, like, and a lot of old event items that I still have. Like, I still have like the old slingshot for Rena that was part of like a costume weapon thing event that they did. Raven got like a wooden sword, and I think like the description was a reference to the 300 movie.
Oh.
Oh!
I don't think I had L swords because I didn't have an L sword at the time, and Aisha's was just a broomstick. and I think it was meant to be a Harry Potter reference or something.
Yeah. That's funny.
But yeah, Perkisis and Elchion Mach 2, pretty much being like really powerful, having powerful weapons. I never dropped the weapon itself, but I know that there were people that got lucky getting one of the weapons as a drop, and they didn't have to grind like all the materials for it.
Yeah,
But
Wow.
I remember like, okay, what is like the average amount of materials I'm getting? Okay, how often do I have to farm this? Okay, and I eventually got and still have a Perkisis weapon.
Me too. Against my other
And-
Ravens.
And I do have the Eltrion weapon as well, and I still have it, and I still actually use it whenever I play one of the classes for this character, because I don't exactly have like a raid weapon or a void weapon on them. I know if I get a void weapon now, it's gonna replace it, but I still like having it just for, just to keep it. Like, there's no way I'm gonna get rid of it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yes, sir.
And I have the 3-piece accessories as well for Eltron.
For Eltron, yeah.
My only regret is that I didn't get the other 3 types, because, of course, if you remember, they had 3 types for 3 different elements: light, wind, and darkness.
Yeah, I got the darkness one, I think. When I tried to make
I think that's all I have too. I have to look, because I don't even use those accessories anymore.
Yeah, same.
Though I did like using them because missiles. Ah, missiles.
Missiles are fun.
The
Yeah,
purpose of
uh,
weapon, the dragon breath, breathing fire is cool too.
yeah, the dragon.
Yeah, Zaneri with the perky weapon. Anyone who watched GM live streams might remember that.
I remember that.
Mashup always commenting on it too.
Mm-hmm.
Like your weapon is still quite relevant. Like even in PvP, it still does so much damage. I feel
Yeah,
like.
it's pretty solid.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's events. I guess for updates, I haven't sorted them, so I'm just gonna list them in no order.
That's fine.
The third path
Of course.
for
Okay.
me.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Just because, so I did have like a Korean friend who kind of helped give me access to try them out in Korea.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
So I got to try Sheet Knight. I got to try Battle Magician. I got to try. I think I did try. What's it called? Trapping Ranger. Trapping Ranger was the one I wasn't really feeling it for, so I'm like, eh. And then after that, I really didn't really try any of the others until Little Spectre comes out. And Ashura comes out in Korea.
Okay.
And I climbed the Korean PvP ranking.
Wow,
with
that's
it.
crazy. That's funny.
One of my main strategies was anyone who probably knows a specific fighting game might know the term, or might know the reference, but I called it lightning loops. Because Spell Thunder gave you a buff, and I would just do jump X, and the lightning bolt would hit you with a hard hit stun that you can't just counter out of it. And in 1v1s, it's like, I catch you, okay, you either have to mana break or you're gonna have to die. And of course, the skill was pretty good back then. And, but yeah, like, third path was like one of my favorites. I think Raven's Weapon Taker was the one I actually gave the most attention to,
Ooh,
especially
nice.
because if you guys remember, there's a title in Velder called Speedaholic.
Yeah.
Yes.
Excuse me.
It's alright.
It's all good.
Woo. I think it's because it's pretty warm in here and I don't have my fan on, so.
Okay.
But I remember grinding my butt off trying to get Speedaholic on my Elemental Master to the point where me and 3 other people were working, like, with all of our stamina trying to complete one dungeon in the time limit, but we kept struggling. And then Weapon Taker comes out, like, obviously more stuff has come out since then, and I get it, like, super easily. I'm like, are you kidding me? This class is too broken.
Well, on Weapon Taker, like you got the title very easily.
Yeah, like, I didn't struggle
Oh.
as hard.
Oh, I'm surprised. Considering how like Nova Imperator has like everyone thinks that Nova Imperator has bad clear nowadays.
Yeah, clearing was more equal back then because everyone was just kind of weak.
Okay, fair enough.
But the dungeons were also, like, a lot harder. Like,
Yeah, a lot
you can't,
longer,
like, just
too.
throw,
Yeah.
like, Dread Chase or Shooting Star and then, like the room is clean. No, like you actually like
True.
killed maybe 2 to 3 enemies back then.
Yeah.
True. Yeah, I think
Gathering.
what I did like about Veteran Commander and Nova Infrared is like when Arena dungeons were first released, I remember monsters being super tanky, and I just had such an easier time clearing it with Nova Imperator because he hits so hard. And I was like, yeah, this is what. And I think because of that, I really like Nova Imperator of that update. But speaking of Asura, I think I actually agree. Like back when Asura first came out, she actually became my favorite character to play for a short period because I think I actually found Asura really fun to play. So I'm just like, yeah, Asura. It's kind of on the Asura boat with Raiden.
Yeah, no, she was my favorite Aura back in the day too because her resource gain was really good. Like she can get mana really easily, she could get orbs very easily, and that was just cool.
Yeah, like I did play like a little bit of Aura, but Apsara or Sakura Devanam and Yamaraja were not really like clicking with me at the time. Like now it's like Apsara is like my second favorite Aura, I would say. While Devi, my least favorite, but it's one that I'm willing to invest time in if I ever, get interested in it. I'm trying to think. Okay, what was my second update? Oh crap.
Mind blown.
Trying to remember. Jeez.
As you remember, I do want to make a little comment about like Percocet. I do wish they could kind of bring back that style of raid where it's just like it's less about completing the boss and more about being like a damage contest of those of you're in like those of the same class as you kind of thing. I think I like that. Like I think overall I like the Rosso and Birth kind of style where you're actually trying to beat him and beat the boss and you can definitely lose. But I do think there is some really cool merit to like a damage contest against your class.
I think it's also partly because I feel like that's the would you say that's the only event where we had to compete with other players of the same class rather than every other class?
Unless you're not counting Hanair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Eltron Mark II was also the same style as well.
Yeah. Eltron Mark II was also the same style.
Yeah.
I actually forgot about that.
But it kind of did like show like a bit of disparity, especially like if like one person of that class is like super geared, like they're expected to take top one. So, but then again, like Hanair rankings right now kind of do the same if you think about it.
Yeah, like I remember sometimes you get the worst thing is that if someone drops the perky weapon or Eltron weapon in phase 1, and it's like, well, they're just gonna have this for the rest of the raid. That's cool. Like. That just happened. I know that happened to one of the to Innocent. I think like the top Innocent player, he happened to drop Perky weapon like phase 1, and I was like, well, he's just dominating Perky.
Yep, he'll dominate the game.
Yeah.
Especially if it was the legendary grade version.
Yeah.
I guess for my second update. Second update. Oh crap! I just forgot. I just remembered it too. Okay. Actually, no. Dreadlord. Release.
Ooh, Dreadlord.
Because Dreadlord was my favorite, and still is one of my favorite Luciel classes to play. Like, I grinded with base Luciel up to level cap, and that was not fun. But then, like...
for the pre-+10? I did that too.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think in the end, like, that was my first +10. I think I put it on an Aisha weapon that I kind of regret doing it on, because, yeah. But
speaking of though,
Dreadlord like made me like play a lot of Luciel, and it also made me do like a lot of PvP. To where I did get triple S with my Luciel back then.
Oh, nice.
What is it that skill where like is it not Oblivion? It's the one where she does so much damage. Apollyon, yeah. Apollyon, big. Oh dang, that was.
And Apollyon used to be bigger too.
Yeah.
And I think this was also before like a lot of the Luciel's stupid OP stuff came in, like the specialization stuff. Where or better yet, you could get combination points by just using a switching skill without hitting your opponent. And then you combine it with specialization. So I actually remember seeing a video of people like just stacking specialization. You just use a skill use another skill, but because of how the specialization is, every time you earn points, you get MP.
Yeah.
And so you just keep doing it, and then, hey, I have a free skill now with Apollyon.
Yeah. I remember Summon Darkness was really popular with that too, because if you kill them early, you get MP back.
Exactly, and that Phantom Blade, I think it was, if you miss, you just get 50 MP back anyway. So.
Yep.
So I guess, yeah, like this was like before all that stupid idea stuff came in, and I kind of miss it on one hand, but at the same time, like that kind of did need a nerf. That did when you think about it. And I guess for the third one, and I just had this one in my head too.
They're all like, it's hot.
Oh no, hold on, I remember. It was the revamps that happened, the season 2 revamp. And there was a numerous set of reasons for that. One, the whole like streamlining the skill trees now made it so I don't have to choose like specific skill.
I love traits so much. Yeah, I love traits so much more than skill tree. I hard agree. Hard agree.
Like I know like some people will make the argument about it, like, oh, skill trees was better, but it's like, yeah, but then you'd never see specific skills getting chosen. Well, right now, you can at least see people trying to make them work, or even just, willing to try and find a very clever way to use it. Like, I know some people, well, obviously it was a meme for me, like Radix on Celestia, but I actively use that skill because, hey, extra MP, why not? And I know, like, it may not be the best skill to use.
Yeah, it's pretty solid pick either.
I remember back then with that skill tree, you had to like plan ahead with your skill points and just like pick which ones you want to max out, which one you want to invest in, because otherwise you got like skills that you can't invest in. And then, yeah, what Raiden says, so people just don't pick them and stuff.
Yeah.
And I think one of my favorite parts about it, well, actually two favorite parts about it. One, they gave out costumes, which a lot of people remember and probably still use, for all the characters at the time. So you got like a promotional costume.
Oh yeah, that's my EXP set.
Exactly. I just recently started using 2-piece because, you know what? I am willing to sacrifice the stats of like 4-piece effect that I have for this. So might as well. And now I got like more EXP, and I have to figure out a way. Okay, I need to kind of like make up for the lack of combat power now, so I can go to trash again. But I figured it out during. Well, actually, it was during the 10th anniversary. So great. Now I know what to use for my next set of grinding when we get an EXP event. And the last thing, many people may not remember this. But you could also get +9 amulets from the event.
I think I remember that.
Oh, I actually don't remember, yeah.
So I want to say like it was specific, like you had to use them within a specific point.
Yeah, like 2 months or something, or like 2 weeks.
Something like that. But I actually like used them on a secret dungeon weapon, so I had a +9 secret dungeon weapon for everyone to use.
Ooh.
So right there was like, okay, I don't have to worry about a weapon for every one of these characters. What do I do with these extra ones now? Unless you could only get it like once per character specifically. So like not like if you have 3 L swords, you can only get it once on L sword. On all 3 of L swords, I mean. I think I'm trying to remember like that one specifically, but getting the +9s was very useful back then.
Yeah.
It was for weapons only, yeah.
I don't think that they were just for weapons.
No,
only,
I think they were just
prioritized them.
Yeah.
General.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's a.
Yeah.
I was gonna say like I think I'm gonna addendum one of mine because you brought the second skill tree, not second skill tree, the going from tree to traits, and I think I'm gonna add in, because you said the word revamp, that one revamp we got where everybody got more skills. I forget what they called it. Was it reboot? I think it was reboot.
Well, technically the revamp did give some more skills, but reboot also did. If you're talking about the one we just had like almost 3 years ago. Wow,
yeah,
it's actually
pretty much the one that added Rain of Fire.
2 years ago.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, 2 years ago. So.
Yeah. The reboot that added Rain of Fire. Rain of Fire is a skill that I've always envisioned in my head of like a skill where just Nova just shoots fireballs and then they just all hit things. Like, not in that specific way that Rain of Fire does it, of course, but I always wanted a skill like that, and then Rain of Fire came out, and it's definitely my favorite skill in the game at the moment.
Yeah, now
Celestia,
our next skill.
Celestia, Eye of Dawn, but as a Nova Imperator.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
The next skill was needed is like a clearing skill for Nova Imperator now.
Yeah.
Well, you have two. They're called Ignition Crow Napalm and Ignition Crow Incinerator.
But it's so slow, and the range is so bad.
So?
Ignition Crow Napalm. I'm surprised he said Ignition Crow Napalm and not Ifrit Flame.
For Flame might
See,
be worse.
I was actually going to say Ifrit Flame too, actually. So you have 3 skills. What are you talking about?
Oh, I don't know if I can count Ignition Crow Napalm though.
Hey, as a Shakti, I only have technically 1 skill. And it's actually a slow startup too.
Hey, Foxfire pretty good.
Okay, the damage like split on that is not that good. Unless you're
Okay,
fighting
fair
like
enough.
weak stuff.
It's like early game is decent, but late game is just like never mind, can't use this.
Unless I'm in Secret Dungeon, it's like, okay, Foxfire, okay, done.
Yeah.
The good old days where you could just press a button.
Yeah, that's where Ifrit Flame's good in Secret Dungeon.
Yeah, that's it. Speaking of Ara though, I was actually one of the questions we've written down was actually for Raiden. I was wondering, what character do you main and why do you main them? Like,
Yes.
Yeah. You
I
said
feel
to me
like-
earlier when I was trying to pick an icon.
yeah. It's just that I guess we already. I guess by now we've viewers probably and I will probably already know that Raiden mains Ara. But I'm just wondering, why do you enjoy playing Ara? Like, why do you main Ara?
Wouldn't even
It's
say
the
I
OS.
mean, for obvious
Yeah,
reasons. Like
Wait.
my main switches a lot. Like,
Oh, okay.
like I've been playing like a lot of Liberator lately,
Liberator's
Okay,
believe it or
good.
not.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair.
And it's not like just because like Noah do character and all that. It's like I actually just enjoy playing Liberator, what he could do. But I am playing like a lot of Shakti as well, just because, hey, it's Shakti. I just enjoy Shakti. Like ever since her release in Korea, I've just enjoyed how she plays. So, that pretty much answers like why do I play her? But
Is Shakti
usually-
the character you've mained for the longest?
probably not. I would actually say, believe it or not, Metamorphy.
Oh.
Oh.
Alright, so, like, when I first started, my first character was an Aisha, and I wanted it to be an Elemental Master, because, young kid, like mages, like all those elemental stuff, so, oh hey, there's a meteor shower? Oh hey, there's a blizzard shower? Sure.
I have it.
And, so pretty much, like, even though, like, some of the other characters, like, Rena was also, like, super good with, Grand Archer and Phoenix Strike and all that.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of clearing skill.
Yeah.
She had the OG one.
Yeah.
And I know like a lot of people complain about Magic Missile, but it's not like, okay, it's not that bad. It's actually pretty slow and even in PvE, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Just circle it, guys. Just circle it. Circle it.
Yeah. But I did play like quite a lot of Aisha back then, and then of course like Raven comes out, I'm playing a lot of Raven. Eve comes out, I didn't play a lot of Eve. Chung comes out, I play a little bit of Chung, mostly playing Dudley Chaser. Because I just like bang, 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 bang. I just like that. Like
Yeah.
he was quick, and I liked the speed.
Oh yeah.
Then it was Ara, and it's like I kind of liked playing as Ara, but I just kind of couldn't stick with it. Ellis's came out, and it was a bit similar to Ara, where it's like I just couldn't stick with it as much as I wanted to. But in a way, it was less than Ara somehow. And then Lucio comes out, and like all of a sudden, oh, Dreadlord, I love Dreadlord. And then Noblesse comes out, and like I did enjoy Noblesse, but I didn't really care as much compared to Dreadlord. Of course, then we were also having third pats, and third pats were kind of like taking up like a lot of my time because it's like, Sheet Knight and Infinity Sword, like, ooh, I love having like all those swords. It's like that one character from that one anime series. and all that. Which I think some people already know who I'm referring to, so I'm not gonna say it.
Yep.
It's funny because we had an infamous podcast moment about that, and that's all I'm gonna say.
I don't think I actually made a trapping ranger initially until we had like one of those, hey, get to level 70 instantly events, which is when I actually made a trapping ranger and night watcher. And at the time, it was actually around when Grand Chase shut down, and they were doing a little event for Grand Chase players to kind of transfer to Elsword.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. I think they gave us the Rexion, the pet, as well.
Yeah.
Temporary pet during that event. Yeah.
No,
I
it's a
still
permanent
have
pet.
Rexion. Yeah. I still have Rexion. Yeah.
Yeah, I still have mine, though I do not really play my Twilight. It's like, okay, I have my Twilight. Okay, I have Collection. Okay, I have Masterclass to finish the Collection. Do I really want to play Twilight now? But actually, Windsneaker was also like one of my favorite classes to play way back then.
Really?
Yeah, like I didn't care that she was bad in PvE. I made her to play it, and I actually played her good in PvE, better than most people with like the more OP classes.
Nice.
Okay.
But around this time, like, well, this is like before Luciel released too. But Dimension Witch was like one of the middle/weaker classes for both PvP and PvE. But I played her a lot because I just enjoyed that style. Like, I enjoyed the fact that I could like proc a lot of stuff with like the Velder secret dungeon set. That she was at the time the best character for proccing effects. So I went in for that because I enjoyed that type of play style.
Yeah.
So I kid you not, I worked my butt off for a lot of the older titles that were stupid hard to get. Evil Spirit of Sandstorm, or I think that's what it is. The one,
right?
Yeah, the Sander one. The one that required you to get the Never Give Up title just to actually get it. I worked my butt off to get that title, and I got that title. I was so happy.
Nice.
But then I had another title that I needed to get. Reaper.
Oh, the classic.
my
The
God,
classic.
Reaper.
The classic.
800 runs. I remember, like, back then, Dimension Witch did not have an impact zone to clear
Yeah.
out those rooms. I had a mount to do it for me.
Yeah, we played
thankfully.
mounts.
Yeah, at the time it was pretty much Mount Sword, so. But Dimension Witch was like pretty much the one I invested a lot of time in back then. And even like when Ashura came out and I played a lot of her, Dimension Witch was like the one that I spent like a lot more of my time and was the one that I spoiled the most, we'll say. Now, like, I do play Metamorphy here and there, but I don't play it as much as I used to. Which is unfortunate.
Interesting.
Is
But
there
I
a
will say
specific
that-
reason for it?
I guess I just like Reboot kind of like helped with that, because, hey, Spelled Thunder, or Mod Spelled Thunder, Fox Valley, the new Mod Foxfire. So, like, I played Shakti a lot, even before the reboot. Reboot just made it like even better and more reason to like make me want to play it. But yeah, but I've stuck with like Shakti even before that. Like when she came out in NA, I still worked my butt off to try to get the triple S in NA. I only got to double S in KR, but I got to triple S in NA, and I'm okay with that.
Nice.
Okay, respect. Okay,
I've hit triple S on like 4 different characters, like way back then, and Dimension Witch was one of them.
Nice.
And back then, like, people were running like the Elder Secret Dungeon set, or the Hamel Secret Dungeon set, or what was the other? I want to say like the Altera one, because
Yeah, I was a user of Altera. Not Altera. I was a user of Bethma.
But no one really used Dragonic, the Bethma one, because
Yeah, I was one of the
it
only
more
ones.
PvE.
Yeah. Hey man, I just like
Dimension
awakening
Witch.
into nukes. Awakening into nukes.
Let's just say, hi, I'm a Dimension Witch. I'm using the Bethma set. I'm also not using Energy Spurt.
Wow, you didn't use energy spurt?
What?
Energy spurt for me was unreliable.
Oh, really?
So I went with more reliable methods. And I think because I was running like a proc setup in a way, like I didn't have the Velder set on for this because I didn't have one on her at the time, I think. I can't remember. Or I did, but I just didn't want to change it to be more PvP focused. But
Okay.
but I worked so hard against all odds and got it a triple S, and I was okay with that.
Nice.
Like
honestly.
I did it with Blade Master as well. I did it with Dreadlord, as I mentioned, and I did it with Shakti, or Ashura at the time. So, yeah. 4 classes, triple S, in the whole dang game. Everyone else was mostly like double S, if I actually did PvP.
It's like, put that on the resume, flexing right there every time you talk to But,
You guys want to flex? Hello, here's some real flexing.
Yeah, here's my PvP history. Yeah, check me out.
Here's my PvE history. Here's my event history. Here's my PvE history. You guys want to talk?
Yo, Ryan's resume, like Elson's resume is decked out, man.
He's ready to
Can't
go.
top that.
Like I've said, like I have probably forgotten more about this game than most people will ever learn.
That's crazy.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, I can't disagree with that. I can't argue against it. Like the amount of events you guys named, and I'm just like, I don't remember any of these events. I don't know these events. I'm just like, I'm such a zoomer compared to you two.
Someone who actually recently like went through all of the years of updates we've had, I saw events that I like I don't even remember them. Like, wait,
Yes.
I was around for this. How do I not remember this?
So, yeah, sometimes you get so many that you just forget.
Of course, there's, like, other events that like it just sticks with you because you remember them either because they were frustrating or because they were good or maybe because they were just that unique that you just can't forget.
Yeah. Real quick before we continue, let's pop open a giveaway. So I remember to do that.
Yep.
Raiden, you have a word for us to use?
No,
No? Okay.
not the word no.
I mean, I can think of anything else.
Wait, oh my gosh,
I was answering the question.
Well, that's the answer.
But, yeah. Okay, well, I guess we'll just do no.
No.
Oh, wow, I was gonna suggest like like nostalgia or something.
No.
Nostalgia.
No.
It has no one. Oh, okay, fine.
No. Oh, you should be the one to talk. You're the pungent master. Come on.
Good point.
You want to talk about that a little bit while the giveaways goes on? How'd you become the pungent master?
Well, hold on. Before we get there, Momicro, would you like a job as a secretary? Because I'll actually give you a little bit of credit for that joke.
Oh, okay, I got you. Hey, Ryder and I are on the same wavelength.
Okay, well, too bad you're fired anyway. So.
Oh.
Yeah, I knew it. I saw this coming. I knew it. He told it on me last time. I saw this coming already.
Yeah, I know. I guess in terms of, I don't know why, but suddenly, all of a sudden, I just started telling puns constantly, and the reactions I got was what made me continue doing it.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta getting people cringing or going at your jokes is the most satisfying reaction ever.
To be honest, it's when someone is either cringing or anything like that, that actually tells you the pun was good. The joke was good.
True. It did work. It did hit. It did work.
Yeah. Because that lets you know, they got the joke, and that's what you want.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Unless you're a fellow pun enthusiast like me, I love every pun. I'm like, oh, that's clever. I like that. I'm gonna steal it now. I'm joking.
Though it's always important to know the difference between a regular joke and a dad joke, and that is when the punchline becomes apparent.
Wait, I'm trying to think. Regular joke and dad joke. Wait.
Oh, I don't think. Okay, Crow, did you not get it?
Wait, no.
Apparent.
When the punchline becomes apparent.
Oh my god.
See, that's funny. Crow not figuring out a joke. That's funny.
Thanks.
Hashtag don't explain the joke.
I was talking about being a pun enthusiast and I missed the joke.
This was obvious joke.
I'm sorry, I wasn't ready for it. I'm still in the half awake mindset.
It's all good. It's all good. Is that
I was like,
everybody?
Raiden's answer to the question, which character do you main, was pretty much yes. Every one of them.
Pretty
All
much.
of the above. All of the above.
All right. Is that everybody?
Like I said, like I switch a lot. Like one day I could be like, oh hey, I'm gonna play this character a lot, and the next day, yeah, I'm gonna play this character. And I guess since you're doing the giveaway, let me be the one to say this. So, reminder: no cheating on these giveaways, okay? Because I can tell you, we have a list of people who have done this. I've spoken with most of them. There is one person, well, technically, I guess 5 to 6. If you want to look at Twitch names that I need to speak with. Some of which I actually have seen are entering right now.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wait, okay.
So let's just say this: like, if we catch you, you will not be receiving that ka-ching, for the most part. And if we catch you again, we will ban you from giveaways. We've done that to people, so just don't we're not that stupid. You guys are stupid. You guys are smart, but be smarter and just don't do it, okay?
Yeah. Yeah. It's. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, at the end of the day, it's just like, come on, guys. There's so many people just doing this just with the one account that they have, and it's just free for everybody, and it's just supposed to be something here to help you guys out. So, just don't be an a-hole too.
Yeah,
the
just
DMs are watching.
Don't be a jerk.
Don't be a butt munch.
Yeah.
Like we know, we can know some really suspicious guys.
Yeah.
So just don't do it.
Yeah. All right.
And with that, if you are the winner, make sure you provide your IGN as it is exactly spelled in game, and make sure you provide your server, but only if you're the winner.
Yeah. All right. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, we got V. Oh my. V Fetian.
Fenticer.
Congratulations.
Fenticer. I'm probably butchering it, but give us your IGN.
I was gonna say he followed one day after my birthday.
Oh. They know.
So you're a fish out of water.
Ooh, the INT player. The legendary INT player.
The one of many legendary INT players.
They're a rare breed around here. Alright, marking that down. Alright, and the next one in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, these names today. Tragic. Oh!
You want to know what's funny? Like, it's tragic if you look at it from left. If you look at it, okay, never mind. Actually, my spell off. It's like high art, but no, it's actually Kygart. Kygart?
Kygart.
Yeah, I guess like
name.
Mike is blocking my view of the letters right now. There we go. Well, I got like 3 monitors set up, so it's from like my middle monitor, but the mic is also like on the right side where the chat is.
Oh.
Yeah. Alright, well dang, 3 monitors. I always like go 2, man.
I got the 2 rocking.
See, I used to run 2, but let's just say there was like a spare monitor that someone didn't really want, so I'm like, if I could do it, let me try it, and I did, and it's like, oh hey, this is super good.
Pretty hoppity, this is now my property.
Pretty much, but it's like, yeah, they pretty much just said, yeah, if you can get it to work or find a use for it, keep it. If not, then I don't know, give it to someone else.
Yeah.
There you go.
I think my desk space doesn't have enough for 3 monitors, so I just like go with 2, and I'm like, I'm happy with 2. It's good.
I just rock
I can
it
see
too.
everything.
I kind of had a Mickey Mouse mine a little bit, not like badly, but it's like kind of, especially because like they're all 3 different models. Like one is a Samsung, one is a Lenovo, the other is a Westhouse.
It'd be like that.
And you know what? I'm actually tempted to get like a 4th monitor.
Really? My goodness.
Well, specifically like a gaming monitor, but I don't know if I'm gonna do that.
Gaming monitors cost so much though. I'm like, oh, they're so expensive. I buy the like really cheap ones off of like Gumtree or Craigslist or whatever, and it's just like They're just so old and cheap, but they work. And I'm like, I'll just deal
Oh.
with this.
Well, I think in my case, if I'm going to actually do such a thing, I think it's time for a PC upgrade for me, because I've had this PC since 2019-ish, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty young though.
I need one too.
Yeah, but with all like this other stuff, like the RTX 3070, 3080,
Yeah.
3090, it's like I'm still running like a 10 whatever.
I'm
Oh,
still
okay.
run
To be fair, I feel
something.
like yeah, I think you do need to be updating your PC, like upgrading it, like I think once every 2 years or something like that. So it makes sense.
Well, let's just say the only upgrades I've to this thing is hard drive space.
Mm.
You can
Fair.
never have enough.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Like,
Over the
I
years,
got like
build up.
4 drives in my PC right now, and that's including the external hard drives I have right now, which I think is like 2 to 3. No, 3.
Right.
And technically, one is an internal drive that I had to buy an external closure for just to use it as an external drive.
Oh wow.
Whoa,
Okay.
Okay.
Totally.
Okay.
Hey, you know, you never have enough. You never have enough space. We need more.
Yeah, I mean, I think right now, like, I have like, this is a 2 terabyte, this is a 1 terabyte, this was a 256, this was a 60 gig. Let's just say I have like less than 1 terabyte space left right now.
Wow.
Already? Oh jeez. Okay.
That's pretty great.
Well, that's over the course of like 2.5 years.
But even then, I don't even use 2 terabyte. I don't in 2 years. I swear. I use like.
I think
not
if you
even-
saw like everything I had on this thing, like you'd be surprised.
Okay.
That's not like that's not including like because so obviously I do the live streams for the company, but
Yeah.
in my previous life, I have also been a content creator,
Oh.
and I think I've like still recorded some videos like on my free time here and there
Yeah.
for
Okay.
YouTube. No, I'm not giving you the channel.
Okay. Damn it.
I have 5 different YouTube channels, so good luck finding which one I'm talking about anyway.
Damn it. Okay. There goes my hopes.
But let's just say, like, in that one folder where I've recorded some game videos, 71 gigs
Wow.
of footage currently.
Okay.
And that's, like, within the past couple of months. I record these things in high quality.
You know what? Okay. Yeah. Understandable. Fair.
Mhm.
Since like videos do take up a lot of space on computers, so I guess I can see.
Especially when you're trying to record at, like, super high quality to make sure, like,
Yeah.
it's not blurry. It's, like, 1440p at least. Or whatever you're trying to go for. And that's not including all the editing as well.
True. Yeah, I know about the editing. It's
Mhm.
something. I'd say the least.
Gotta go big or go home.
Yeah.
Exactly.
4K or nothing. 4K.
So I'm actually going to say this as well. I have actually recorded a video, edited it, uploaded it within the span of like 3, 4, 5 days, and then after it's uploaded, like immediately after it's uploaded, I'm like, you know what? I'm not happy with this. Delete. All right, let's re-record. Let's edit. Then that's like another day of doing that.
Crazy.
Right, inner perfectionist is showing.
Quanto says, "Don't make me do research." He was
On
gonna
the
try to
plus
find
side, well, I'm not going to make you do research, so just don't do it.
you.
I'm gonna stalk like also YouTube channels now. No, I'm joking.
I think the video I did was non-Elsewhere related. I forget what it was though.
Oh, interesting.
Or maybe it was Elsewhere. No. I don't know. It's a mix because I do also record Elsewhere videos too here and there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
The next thing I want to tackle is I actually want to talk about the survey results. You guys.
Wait, hold on.
Oh, you got
Kotal,
something?
don't not do it.
Don't not do it. Oh, you're talking about the research. Okay.
Exactly. Now he won't do it.
Wait, is it still available? The survey?
No, the survey's closed.
Yeah, survey results.
Oh,
Survey results have they've been up for a couple days. I want to talk about it a little bit.
Let me pull those up because I was looking at those results and some of them were surprising.
Yeah, some of them are very surprising. Like right off the bat, okay, it's not too surprising, but here we go. So the first question asked is, who was your favorite playable character? Ara took it. Ara barely took it from Noah. I honestly thought Noah would be number 1 because, new character and everybody seemed to receive him pretty nicely. But Ara took it. Say a little bit me surprised, but a little bit me not surprised because whenever I look at Hanera boards, the Ara boards are always full. So, yeah.
I think it's also the fact that it's favorite playable characters, so it could be anything like favorite to play, favorite for things like fashion or something, and Ara tends to have a lot of good fashion.
True.
So yeah,
You know what? True, because I think I think Ara was my favorite character to play as well. So I feel like if I did the survey, I might have voted for Ara as well, despite being a Raven main. So I just realized
you're betraying your name.
I went with the boy.
Look. Okay, Raven. I play him because he's a fine man. He's a handsome guy. 10 out of 10. Great. But obviously, aesthetics and gameplay are two different things. And so sometimes, practicality-wise, I like the Ara gameplay, but aesthetics, I like Raven. Yeah.
Well, for me though, Noah taking second was actually surprising for me. I figured he would be high up. I did not think second.
True.
I figured that would probably be Elsword, or even Elsword would be number 1.
Yeah, the main character. A lot of people will gravitate towards the main character just because, this is probably one of the first playable characters people play. I did, for sure.
In fact, I'm actually surprised that Rena is as low as she is.
Yeah, that too. That was super surprised me because I thought Rena was the easy character everybody liked to play. No offense.
I see a ton of Renas too, but then again, you never know.
Yeah.
Is it? I wonder if it's because I'm actually not sure.
Yeah, maybe it's less of I'm playing this character because I enjoy them, or I'm playing this character because she's really good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's always a thing too.
Yeah. I will say I'm not surprised by Raven's placement. Kind of middling. I'm more towards the bottom. Raven's can be kind of niche.
Honestly, I'm surprised that Raven got lower votes than Elsword. That's what I'm surprised.
Really? I'm
yeah,
not surprised.
I'm not surprised at that, to be honest. But that could just be me.
I'm honestly, one of my biggest surprises is Labby. Actually, I thought Labby would be early, top half. She's bottom half.
I want to say that maybe it could be related to the stigma of her.
That is true.
Let's be honest. There's always stigmas that happen. Like I said before, Magic Missile and Elemental Master back then, that was a big stigma. But I think maybe that's why that she got so few votes.
True. All right, let's go to the next one.
Rush is probably upset right now.
Oh, the Ain. Unfortunately, not surprised. I think he's the most unpopular boy of the crew.
I want to say he might have been the last, before Labby and before Noah. He was the last character I leveled to 99 because I struggle with all of his classes.
Yeah, I can understand that. Very complicated. All right.
I'm not surprised Rose is the lowest, actually.
Yeah. Rose, there's another one of stigma character.
Yeah.
Okay. Next thing.
Wow, I love playing her.
Do you have multiple of the same characters? A lot of people do. I didn't think it'd be this 80% yes. I didn't think it'd be 80% yes.
I feel like it's because people like one character. Yeah. I think it makes sense because I feel like people like one character and they're like, oh, I gotta stay loyal to this character, and they make multiples of this one character that they really like.
Or it could be just okay, I'm applying to raid. Here's my 8 Centurions. Which one do you want to take? You know what I mean?
Skyros with her 10, 20 blue hands, pretty much the same.
Listen.
Skyros answers this question, yes.
You want to get taken to Rasa raid? That's what you gotta do. Provide the juice, and then people will take you.
I pretty much have duplicates of almost, well, not every single class, but a lot of classes.
Okay.
So I used to make a lot of Crimson Roses because she was one of the easiest ones to actually clear without needing to use potions.
Wait, I'm surprised. Crimson Rose, really? Okay.
Because if you know, revolvers, a lot of damage, and then after all of her passes and overstrike, you just do dash X, you hit 2-3 times with it, and all of a sudden, oh hey, the enemy's dead.
Yeah. Okay.
Just
I
make
got
sure you keep like a decent weapon with you. But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's like not really the same. Like you can still get away with that, but nowadays, like for me, one thing I tend to do is like I make a new character, get all the quest ED, and then delete it. But the class I do, Serial.
Oh,
Because
sorry.
like why aim when I could just laser everything?
That's so true.
Laser walk through. Let the lasers do the things for you.
Mhm.
Pretty much. So it does use up a lot of potions, but at the same time, it's like if you have like a ton of potions, it's like why should I just not use them?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I might as well use them because I'm probably gonna get more anyway, so why not?
Yeah, I can get that. I can get that.
Optimize gameplay.
All right, next.
Wait, the
wait,
screen's going on the stream. Oh wait, never mind.
Yeah, I'm switching between them. Okay.
Okay.
This is an interesting one. How many characters do you have on your account? I don't know how we like talk about this, but I guess most people have 11 to 15. I'm not sure what that means though.
11 to 15 characters created on their account, of course.
No, I meant like what does that reveal? I suppose.
Oh, maybe not everyone wants to finish their collection like I did.
True.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm in that camp, but I think I have more than 15.
I actually don't remember how many I have. I have to go back and count them and check.
Yeah. I really should finish eventually, especially because they made their drop so much easier. Like a lot easier. I did a speedrun on it. Anyway, yeah, I really should level more characters.
I should too, but I'm lazy.
Mm-hmm. It is. I will say it is kind of tough to do non-Labian Noahs though, because Labian Noah kind of 2 hours that you're done.
I mean, I finished mine, and I'm kind of glad for that because honestly, when you finish your collection, you get a lot of CP. I was able to enter normal when I wasn't even third job.
Wow.
Yeah.
Raiden's already over and done with the grind, so he doesn't need to worry about it anymore.
Yeah, it is really a nice combat power boost.
It's like those model students where like they get their work done early on, and then so that they don't have to worry about it later on.
Exactly.
That's Raiden. Raiden's a model Elsa player.
I mean, before I even joined KOG, I had every single class, so.
Oh, okay. Wow, he was ready. He was ready.
All right.
Yeah, that was pretty much my introduction to the company. Hi, I'm GM Raiden. I play every class in the game.
True.
Who do you mean? Yes.
I think like back then I didn't even say I had a main.
I just play characters. True.
Yeah, I just play every one of them.
Pretty much.
All right.
Fair enough. There's so many characters. We might as well play them. You know. Yeah.
Let's go to the next one.
I always like the idea of like playing multiple classes and characters because then you get to like learn the strengths and weaknesses of them, and then you know how to.
True,
definitely. I was like, I need to do that for PvP purposes as well. That's what. It would make my life so much easier.
All right. So the next one was.
He mains the game.
Yeah, exactly.
I guess we could just say that. Yeah.
True.
Next time you get that question, now you know what to answer with.
Yep.
I main the game.
Yeah, just main the whole game. So the next.
I mean, it is my most played game over like the past, I don't know how many years.
Me too. Honestly, me too.
Alright, don't think about it. Otherwise, you're gonna feel old when you think about it.
Okay, so this next one is, how long has your character been married? I resonate with this one. I've never been married on my character. Well, I have never been married in real life either, but yeah, my character's never been married.
My one is mine will be, it's either 3 to 4 years or over 4 years. It's like, I'm on, I think, 2,600 days with my couple. But I don't remember, I need to count the years.
I have to log on to my to the character who has my oldest marriage, but I definitely know it's over 4 years.
Okay.
Because the person that I married in game, I still talk to every now and then, and I know that they did stop playing mainly because like they didn't have a PC. Like their PC went kaput.
Ooh,
Oh.
that happens.
They did somewhat get like a new PC somewhat recently. I think around the time before Noah released actually. So they did try starting to play again.
Okay.
Yeah, like they were asking me quite a bit about Labby because they actually enjoy like butterflies and the butterfly motif.
That's cute.
But Nisha, even though not exactly butterfly, kind of like had a really good design. So.
Oh.
And they also and Chase, which is how like she and I met. So.
Oh, la la. Okay, I've had couples out there, like I've coupled with, where like they just randomly dip from the game, and I don't know where they are, and I can't keep in contact anymore. There's like one couple specifically where like I had so much. I think I was playing back in the days. There was it was back in the days before, where years before. I had so much fun playing with her, but then like she like dipped or something, and I don't know where she went, and I can't contact her. Makes me sad.
Oh, that's sad.
Well, she probably went home.
Yeah, honestly. It's like, bye, I'm going home.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't really have, I guess, a desire to marry my Nova. That's about it. Nothing else I can say about that.
Why? But all the marriage perks, you know?
I'm good.
Okay.
I
Wait,
actually used the marriage skill in a couple of characters because it's like, hey, it's like a free potion.
It is.
So-
yeah.
It's not bad.
And if I don't have anything better to put in that slot, why not?
Fair.
Yeah,
fair.
exactly. I agree. Yeah, I try to bring in as much situation as I can, but like I feel like people look at my skill bars like, why do you have a couple skill? And I don't want to explain it, so I just kind of like tried it every time.
But
Fair.
also it's in Henry too, so.
Yeah. Oh, it's really good in here. Yeah. Those scenario speedruns.
True, yeah.
Okay. Next one is, what's your favorite part about Elsword? This is an interesting one. So we got characters and lore being the highest, then dungeons, costumes and accessorizing, art, and then finishing up with arena. I think I'm in the dungeons category. Like I said before, I really love like Elsword's gameplay is like the best part of Elsword for me, and especially the recent boss fights. I'm super down with that, so I'm definitely in the dungeons category.
Yeah, I think for me, I'm in the characters and lore just because, like, I think clearly, I'm so obsessed with Raiden. This is literally, he's like my main motivation for playing this game. I want to make my Raiden stronger. So yeah, it's definitely character.
I'm sure I don't have to explain mine, so.
Wait, I want to guess. Wouldn't Raiden just be like all of the above?
Actually, I'm the one that couldn't be put in, which is I work for the company.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I'm kidding.
You know what?
Actually, for me, it was characters, considering I have like every single character. So.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah, because I mean, if there's like one thing, like a lot of people like I know like they talk some stuff about Elsword, but when you think about it, like Elsword provides something that a lot of other games don't, and like it's not just like the story, it's not like just the exact gameplay itself, but it's the variety that it provides. So like every class has like 3 paths except for Rose, who has the 4th.
Yeah.
But it's like they're all like unique.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
with similarities to each other. Like I know like Nyx Pieta, Blue Hen, Celestia to an extent, and Radiant Soul, like they're all supports, but they support in different ways.
Yeah, I love that too. Like no other character has the overheat system, for example.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, you have the character systems too, and in some cases, those character systems are expanded upon in certain paths, like the Chivalry and Gale system of Elysis. And I don't think she's here, but it's Chivalry, Annihilation, and Gale, not Destruction and Vitality Hardies.
Oh, she used the L-Boy versions for LSS.
But Bloody Queen gets her own version of that, where she consumes her HP and she regains HP with it too. So, yeah, like it's great to see like how some of them even adapt to it. Like I know like Eve's core is like not really different, but then you have like the little V key one,
key.
which I don't know what it's actually called.
Also-
The code recovery. How it varies between the 3, where Essentia brings her summons to her. It's like, hey, get over here, you little butts. Yeah, it's like stuff like that. Like even if it's like a minor thing, like there are still some interesting little nuances that each path has with it.
Yeah, like
I think
like honestly, no matter what, like you have no matter what, you literally have to admit that this game literally has 40 characters and all of them are different. Like that's really something to be commended. Like it really is.
Yeah,
And I know that we can argue like character balance is very
Of course.
off the rails, but no game is perfect when it comes to that.
Yeah.
It's always a work in progress.
Yeah, but we gotta give credit where credit is due. It's just like I really appreciate that KG. Like I really respect like the character design of KG. Like they're able to design all these so many different characters, and they like all these characters are also pretty as well aesthetically. And I'm just like, yeah, I gotta give my respects for that in that regards, because I feel like
Like even better is like how like the job paths look different from each other too.
Yeah.
Like they don't look the same from each other to show like how different of a lifestyle that they have.
Oh yeah, like something I love about Elsword is that with a lot of these characters, you can look at a character and you're just like, okay, I know what that guy's about. For example, like
you get the vibe,
right? Like you look at Hersher, you're like, okay, I know exactly what he's about. You look at Metamorphy, you're like, okay, it's it's a solar sailor. Like it's really cool to just be able to do that.
Definitely, I agree. So, also characters are very.
I kind of like remember like from the old days, like when the forums were around, like people like they came up like with their own little twist on like some of the character lore and like they took like some of the character paths like Lord Knight, Elemental Master, Grand Archer, and they kind of like met their alternative selves and it's like you could see like the difference between them. Where like Lord Knight is like a respectable, noble type person, and then Rune Slayer was kind of like that lazy, good for nothing type of person who like leans back in their chair, feet up on the desk, picking their nose, doesn't give a Ether or Elemental Master was kind of like the one person who's like very intelligent and methodical, while Princess was more like but willing to kind of, show off as well.
Yeah. I would actually really love that in the story itself, because only recently the story's kind of been like, okay, here's the canon characters kind of thing. I think it'd be really cool if either it was a side story or part of the story where like they meet their kind of like other paths kind of thing, and we have a little arc about that. I think that'd be super cool.
Kind of like an alternate dimension.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe one day that could happen, considering Henir and all that.
Right.
Little thing. The fact that Rose's universe kind of got mixed in.
Yeah. True.
True.
Which is not a spoiler because it's also in the story.
Yeah.
Elsa does have a lot of that dimension jumping thing. I feel like that we go. I think Rena's hometown, the Elven area. That's a different dimension, or something.
I don't know.
Is it? I actually don't know.
I think it might be part of Elrio, so I have to remember for the story.
Yeah,
it might just be like
I'm
a
not
location
sure.
that we haven't seen and all that.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. But I think like in a way, like going from Elrios to the Demon Realm, that's kind of like dimension jumping.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean we already have like timey-wimey you-know-what, but let's just hope that we don't have to start doing timey-wimey stuff for like actual lore stuff. That's me though. I've never been a fan of the timey-wimey stuff because a lot of things try to do it and then they just make it more complicated.
I can get that. Alright.
Like at least here it's like, okay, he went through time and his paths are all involved like different aspects of it, but the main one is sort of like not time travel-y, so it's like okay.
Most simple.
Yeah. I think in one of the trivia, I think one of the ads are aware of another ad's path's existence. I think it was Dominator. Dominator is aware that Mad Paradox exists or something like that.
Really?
But that's like I think that's like a level trivia though, but I'm not sure if it's like yeah,
so
I can't remember them.
From players, which I think may have been based off the either in-game story or like for each of the path, or may have been from some source, maybe unofficial. So I don't know if this is real.
Yeah, take it with a grain of
Yeah.
salt. Take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
very, very, very little grain of salt. Like take it with a very little.
It's on
Dominator.
Elgi, but I think it might just be a person's interpretation, not an official thing. I think they're
That's
just
probably what it is. It could be someone else's interpretation, but
yeah.
Doombringer, he is not aware that time traveling will have or will not have any effect on changing the future or changing the future that he wants to change. Dominator is made well aware of it based on like his intelligence, so he kind of like locks himself away with his Dynamo Factory stuff. And that Paradox has seen every single end up being futile, which has kind of made him go insane.
Yeah.
Which, if you think
Sad
about it,
boy.
that makes sense. If that's legit, well, obviously we don't know.
Yeah.
It's all just a theory, a game theory.
Get out.
Alright, let's move on to the next one.
You can get power to kick, please.
Okay.
Oh wait, I have the power to do it.
And do you?
No, I don't.
Oh,
I'm
right.
joking.
It's okay. Which L-Star group is
I
your...
would do that.
What's up?
Do that.
So the next one is, which L-Star group is your favorite? I'm not surprised that Mega Cake is top because you guys did a Discord kind of competition thingy that it was just like vote for your favorite L-Star group, and the people who were in the winning group won something, and Mega Cake won. So I'm not surprised Mega Cake is the top here.
Yeah, I remember like even like when we started this survey, people were saying, "Oh, Mega Cake's definitely gonna win," and I mean it did end up that way, but it didn't end up the way I thought it would, which would be like a lot higher percentage for Mega Cake. So I'm kind of glad that Ultra Crown, because Ultra Crown's song over all the others.
Yes.
Yeah, like I mean, I just want a countdown. I just want a countdown.
Yeah. That's a pretty good one. Of course,
it's
I voted
catchy.
for Maze. Speaking of music, I actually like the 2&A song the most. But Maze and my boys. So yeah, I always gotta go with the boys.
I personally actually like the Mega Cake song the most, but Maze is my favorite. Gotta support the boy.
Yum yum.
It's so catchy.
I'm actually,
It is very
like
catchy.
for me, Trinity Ace is actually lowest. I don't really care for the song.
Really?
Mega
Okay.
Cakes is my second lowest because I don't care too much for that song either. But I do like Mazes, even though it's kind of a little bit awkward, like when you read like the lyrics.
It is a bit weird. I think Maze has the best what is it? Visuals, in my opinion. I really like the Maze visuals.
Like the background visuals, or do you mean like the dancing?
Yeah, I think kind of both. Like the background visuals, the dancing, the places that they are.
It's the background and the choreography then.
There you go, choreography. Yeah, it's super good.
Yeah.
I actually think visually, I thought Mega Cake had the best music video, just because it gave me so much K-pop vibes. It actually felt like
Mega Cake was pretty much like the best for me visually because of like it was very fitting for the theme.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, well, the others are like kind of generic in a way.
Yeah,
agree
they're
with that.
they're a bit more like plain.
Like here's a location, here's dancing. Like, does it fit with what they're doing? Is the real thing.
Yeah.
Like, is it to say like the L-Star stuff is bad? Nah, it's actually really good. Like, I'm kind of glad that they did that because it's always good like, to see like all these alternate universe type stuff with the L-Star.
Yeah.
Like, maybe you remember like we did have like official art of the Velder Academy.
Yeah. I
Stuff.
think I know what you're talking about.
Like, I'm not talking about the recent ones too. I'm talking like old age L-Sword too, where characters like dressed up in their old like Velder Star Academy stuff. So like there wasn't like a lot of it, but there was like just a little bit of it.
Yeah.
So granted, the art when I think about it is kind of weird because it's like L-Sword tormenting Aisha. Or the other character on.
I don't remember that one. Yeah.
Let me see if I can find it actually.
Yeah. I think I remember on the website, on the wallpapers, I think that was one of the wallpapers that you could check out or something.
It might have been actually.
feel like I want to see more also alternate universes
Me too,
or
yeah.
alternate realities. They're so quirky, they're so fun. It's like cute seeing your favorite characters just in different
Like,
situations.
yeah, different
and
You're
everything.
like Cardinal too, of course. So it's like, hey, magical girl, magical boy.
Oh
Stuff.
yeah, that one was very
Yeah.
interesting too. Yeah, yeah. I love AU stuff, alternate reality stuff. It's so cool.
Yes, I agree.
Magical makeup.
Mhm.
They turned a skill into like a whole
Yeah, a whole story.
Universe.
dimensional.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, they just took like Dimension Morphe's theme and just made it an actual universe.
Essentially,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm trying to think of any others that we could consider seeing in the future, but I can only see darkness with some of them.
Yeah, yeah. That's about it.
If we were to have other alternate universes, what is an also alternate universe you'd like to see?
Ooh.
We've already done the school one.
Done idols. What
Done
else
idols.
is there? Like what else
Yeah, I'm
is
trying
there?
to think. Yeah, off the top of my head, I can't think of anything.
I was about to say like medieval, but then remember it's
Yeah.
like technically Elseworld's already
Kind of, yeah. It's
technically
it's in
medieval.
that zone.
Sure.
Yeah,
So-
Sure.
I guess it depends like what kind of medieval you're looking for.
yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Like Office. I feel like even Office we do have Office.
Yeah, there's
outfit.
been costumes and
Yeah.
skill cut-ins for
Yeah.
Office.
Yeah, like the office. Like, you can technically say like some of the costumes that look very out of place are technically from an alternate universe type
yeah.
of thing.
Yeah.
Like the office is like, what if like Elsword was in our current like 20th or 21st century type of style?
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
Yeah. I think
Hmm.
unless it's like an alternate universe where like they have like a 21st century but like occupation, you know, something occupation related. What would each Elsa character's occupation be in 21st century? Something like that.
Here's
I don't know.
how about this one? Like how about like a prehistoric age style?
That'd
Oh.
be something. That'd be
Well,
That's
then again,
very-
we're just like everyone's like wearing loincloths and fur.
okay.
But hey, at least like Elsword has an excuse to wield a club.
True.
True. Do we have
Which
a club?
now just reminds me, because like we've joke weapons with the broomstick, the slingshot, and the wooden sword and stuff. And then like we've also seen some of the others, like the pencil case cannon for Chung and all that.
Oh yeah, that's
Uh,
great.
Like, how about like some other joke weapons? Like I played, like even before Elsword, like a lot of different games and some like MMOs and single player, mostly single player, that had like an April Fool's type of weapon, or would be fitting for such a thing, like a joke weapon
Mm-hmm.
that makes awkward sound effects. So, like one of the weapons like was a great sword, and the guy had like an oar, like one of those paddle oars, and it made like the wooden sound like when you connect with it.
That's hilarious.
But how about like we get something like in this case for Elysis, who has a claymore? She has like a giant tuna.
I feel like that is a weapon, a giant tuna.
Well, it technically is, but like as a joke weapon that has sound effects.
Oh, sound effect? That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, like that. Like let's do something like that. I would like to see that someday.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, for a April Fool's event. Elsewhere April Fool's
Yeah.
events actually go like they're actually pretty good. Like all things.
They're very interesting.
Yeah. Like
They have a good sense of humor.
I think the craziest part about Elsewhere April Fool's events is like, especially recently, they play them pretty seriously in the sense of like you get really good beneficial like non-jokey stuff. Like it may seem like a joke at first, but it's just like, nah, this is just something really good. Like
Mhm.
I remember this year's, it was just like free potions and they never get used up. Like what? This is legitimately a really good thing.
Shut up, Shimo. It's not bugged. It's expired. He keeps complaining about how it's it's bugged, that he can't use it. It's like, no, it's gone. It's expired.
Yes, it's not here anymore.
Go away.
April Fools. Just like the BOJ from last year.
She might fell for the prank.
Yeah.
The prank was successful.
Okay.
It's just a prank, bro.
Exactly. Alright, so the next thing is favorite secret dungeon boss. We got Hellput, Type H, Bone Dragon.
I'm surprised that we didn't put the percentages here, but I guess like we just wanted to choose the top 3 because
Right.
it was more interesting that way. But if I recall, Bone Dragon had the most votes.
Oh,
Which
really?
I found and I think like the reason why people chose Bone Dragon is that out of all of them, he is technically the easiest.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. He is the easiest out of all these.
Yeah. And Type H is like the coolest design, but when you consider design versus gameplay, you're probably going to focus on the gameplay.
Right.
Oh, okay. Oh no, I thought Type H, if it's gameplay, I thought Type H would be the lowest, just because he can be a bit annoying to deal with.
But he's so infamous. Like, he lives in that infamy that that it'd be people's favorite. I'm not surprised.
Mm-hmm.
And then Hellput, of course, has that lore going on. Straight up chunky.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Like there have been some people who actually have messaged me like, "Hey, can you tell me what happens to Hellput after?" And I'm like, "No."
He goes to he tells you to learn the ways of sword and then leaves.
Like Bone Dragon was like one of my favorite bosses to fight with way back in the old days, mainly because this was after they kind of did a revamp, so some of the bosses were harder, and this is when Bone Dragon had the damage reflection.
Oh yeah, when his HP was low.
Actually, sorry. This was before that.
Oh okay.
But
okay.
You could infinitely stun lock him if you had a Raven on your team.
Yeah, that's what I did that too. Burning Rush.
The old Burning Rush, which is just an active that you just press a button and hold it down, but if you press it, it acted like an active damage skill.
Mm-hmm.
So it was better than using your normal attack. It was better than using other special actives too.
Yep.
Which was rare. Combine it with Giga Drive and Bloody Accelerator, and it's like boom, 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 boom.
Yep.
Awesome. And you got healing too.
Yeah. I do remember though, you had to hit the rhythm though. Like you couldn't just do it, you had to hit a rhythm.
Actually, if you mashed it fast enough, then it was actually fine. It wasn't just a rhythm, but for the most part, if you mashed it, as long as like there wasn't something that would ruin it, like freezing or petrify.
Right.
I guess it's like a second one doing the same thing, but then again, if you had a second one, I think it actually made it easier.
Because he would take the hit stun. Yeah.
But then, like the damage reflection thing happened on Bone Dragon, so it became harder because then you couldn't do it with all of Raven's classes. You could do it, but only with Blade Master.
Yeah.
And the healing to back up.
And then they got rid of old Burning Rush, and it became new Burning Rush. That was a lot different.
Yeah, they changed Burning Rush so that it was more of a charge skill, and then they removed it altogether, I think.
Yeah. Now it's on a Rage. No, it's on a Reckless Fist combo, and then Reckless Fist gets rid of it as Rage Hearts. So Burning Rush is officially kind of dead. Yeah. Very sad.
But I remember back in the days in Secret Dungeon, like bosses were like, you actually had to like cooperate, like try to figure out how to.
Oh yeah, like what was it? Who was on Spore duty? I was on Spore duty.
Yes. I used to do a bad job on Spore duty, and my party would be like, "Oh my gosh, what are you doing? You're doing such a bad cleaner," and I'm like, "I'm sorry." But
it didn't help that Type H's AI was kind of sporadic.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, I got that one. But yeah, nowadays it's just like we just one hit the bosses and that laters. Bye. Next one. Moving on.
It was kind of hilarious if you had like an L-boy, and I think Aura could do it too. If you timed a reflect, Armageddon Blade could not spawn from him because he has to pull it out first.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Really hilarious.
I also like remember like watching the old videos like around the time that the Secret Dungeons initially came out for 2&A, and Type H was like pretty much you try to have him go around onto like the top right area, and then he falls off, and that's when you have to start hitting him so you can stun him.
Yep.
Otherwise, it's so much harder to deal with, and even then, it wasn't the best.
Yeah, that room is very small, especially with his armor blade, his giant pot armor blade. Like,
oh my gosh, man. Yeah.
It's so iconic.
Do they have to run? How do people deal with the Armageddon Blade of Type H in the past? Do they have to run from it, or?
Yeah, run, try to get him into hit stun, maybe die, because, he just kind of hit you 3 times and you died.
Yeah.
That's why you actually just did like the little loop, like so you go around and you just try to avoid damage as much as possible. and you just have to hope that you don't get hit by it when he casts it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh, geez.
Otherwise, that was pretty much like 80 to 90% of your health, and you had a potion right away.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think I remember people saying like you have to watch his mana. When he gets about 300 MP, you gotta be careful to evade either Storm Blade or Armageddon Blade.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah, because I don't know if he still has the MP bar on him, because obviously you kill him too fast now, so it's hard to tell.
Yeah.
I don't think he does.
Okay, because before, like, he had the MP bar, so you could actually see, like, when he had enough for Armageddon Blade, as well as when he would do Stormblade. Oh, then again,
I think
you knew
Stormblade
he
was
would
HP
Stormblade
threshold.
yeah, Stormblade was HP. Armageddon was, like, based off the MP, so it's like, you knew,
Yeah.
like, how to avoid him.
Yeah, at least we had some sort of indication.
And Type H was the OG raid boss.
Technically, yeah.
In a way, yeah.
I do remember when, like, back then, like, people made comments on how, like, you need these specific classes, otherwise you're not exactly gonna get chosen for parties. Because back then, there was no queue system. It was a party system.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
only a
yeah.
It was just party list, but only party list, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you were not one of these classes, it's like, no, we're not gonna take you.
Yeah.
I can remember another one. We haven't talked about this dungeon yet, but Valdred's Hallucination when it first came out was definitely the hardest one, and it was just like,
Oh god, yes.
yeah, if you needed like a Code Nemesis or like an Elemental Master, because Code Nemesis had shield and Elemental Master had Statue of Glory to reflect his projectiles and stuff.
You
Oh.
need something to also break the shield.
Yeah, you need someone to break the shield. Yeah, before then in this first iteration you could actually break the shield. Like each skill did different tiers of breaking the shield, and some characters could do it better, some characters could do it worse. So yeah, you needed that too.
And of course,
Shield break-
you didn't deal enough damage that you could just beat out his healing.
Oh.
Or better yet, you even after he healed, you couldn't deal enough damage that would counter his next heal.
Yeah.
You had to play it very specific.
Yeah, I don't know if it was because I know now he heals at HP gates. I don't know before if that was just a move and it wasn't an HP gate. It might have just been a move.
It might have just been a move too.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, it might have just been a move back then. Because you could break the shield. Now you obviously can't break the shield.
And
I
of
remember I
course, you
was
also
talking
have to
about
be
that.
careful of the hallucination buff.
Oh yeah.
Or-
Oh yeah.
It's actually really funny. I remember playing that dungeon with my friends, and okay, so what hallucination buff does is it makes one person able to hit the party. I remember being to my friend, I was like, "Can I just hit you for fun?" And he was just like, "Sure." I hit him once. He like lost 80% health, had like a elemental debuff proc on him, like another debuff proc. I was like, "Oh my goodness, that one hit almost destroyed you." Like I just did it for fun.
They buff you up. He buffs you up when you hit them as well. Like, yeah. You gotta, I think the other hallucination I definitely struggle a lot with as well with my friends, because like we just like when he starts healing and we didn't do enough damage, we're like, okay, time to give up. Like we go through that whole dungeon. It's a really long dungeon as well, right? Painstakingly go through the whole length of the dungeon. We get to the boss and it's another like 20-minute fight and we don't even clear it. And like sad.
Very.
Yeah.
Sad. FF. No re.
Then Temple of Trials came out, and it was annoying, but it was at least doable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hellput's like, for all things considered, I think Hellput's the easiest out of all these guys.
Yeah.
Well, okay, I think back then he was pretty tough because for some reason back then his spin combo just killed you, like just cause.
It's the easiest, but that's because of size.
That too,
And
yeah.
And how many like size-based skills that there are right now.
True. Because I remember back in the day, like especially when Secret Dungeons first came out, like. Was it? No one wanted to do Elder because if you wanted to do Elder, you had to take a mix of both physical and magical because he had physical shield, magical shield.
I
Yeah.
was about to say that.
And then,
Elder was actually my favorite one though.
and then like me going in there with just my back in the day it was Blade Master, and it was just like, okay, physical barrier, we're gonna be here for the next 3 hours, and it's just like, okay, magical barrier, time to do damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember back then as well, classes had magical and physical
Yeah.
skills.
Yes.
So you
Yeah.
had to like, yeah, you had to switch between the two as well. So I actually enjoyed that
Yeah.
aspect.
And
We were playing Astra at the time.
And in some cases, like certain skills, like in we'll say Lord Knight
Mhm.
case, Triple Geyser was actually like one of his better skills.
Yeah, yeah.
Even though it was magical.
It's funny too.
Yeah.
Now it's like still one of his best skills. Like
And for
his physical now.
Rune Master or Rune Slayer, it was Assault Slash, which was a tenacity skill, but it was one of the best tenacity skills that Elsword had at the
Yeah,
time.
it was super
Oh.
good. I wonder if no Raven has that. Well, Raven had shockwaves, which were magical, but I don't think they were better than like his other stuff. They were pretty solid because of how many hits they did, though.
Actually, I think if I remember correctly, like they were still his best moves, even though they were magical.
Yeah, yeah, I think so. Yeah, I know. You know what? You're right. Because I do remember people being like, "Oh, if only this was magical." I mean, if only this was physical, it'd be so amazing, even better.
It became physical and became stupid good.
Yeah, well, yeah, it became physical, and it also became a free mana potion for a little bit because it had
Yeah.
absorbing.
Mm-hmm.
That was so crazy.
Reminiscing on the good old days.
Then you factor in like some of the old stuff like skill notes and all that.
I kind of miss skill notes for the little extra stuff.
Yeah.
That's my blue magical makeup.
Oh yeah, shout out to Blue Hair Magical Makeup. That was the,
Dude,
that
I
was the stuff.
remember. I think it was.
Probably
Was it Hank?
I like the little lore bits of just like who wrote the note too, because sometimes it
Yeah.
was like interesting characters.
I think Ray
Raven
Wrote,
wrote a couple Rena ones, I think.
Rena one. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was the. I forgot
Mhm.
which one it was.
Me too.
Was it? Was it the Tumbling Falcon one?
Yeah, I just don't
I
remember.
don't remember.
Yeah.
Oh no. I remembered it back then, now I forgot. No. But I remember Haze Explosion mod. We used to be so busted in PvP, and it was the only reason I could
No, it was Flame
I love
Sword.
that sword. Flames. Oh, it's flames.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It did
What was
the
again?
hit stun gas,
Oh yeah.
which
Wasn't it like when you walked in and you made you very slow.
It was that.
yeah,
Haze Explosion had the attack speed debuff.
attack speed
Yeah.
and
And Flame
Yeah.
had that hit stun.
had that hit stun. Which can I point out? Celestia recently stole with Stella Dust. Stella Dust is just a skill note flame sword. Okay, just want to point that out. Okay,
No, he doesn't have a Flame Sword strike.
I know, but it's the same concept. And I'm
Nah, it's not.
salty.
All
Okay.
the new characters are getting the old characters goodies.
Okay. This I think the next one might be the last one. This is
Actually,
it. Was that?
I'm trying to remember the results of the Secret Dungeon one, and I think Nasad Inspector was actually the lowest, which surprised me.
Really? I thought it'd be the Lennox, that
Oh.
fat,
That's what
annoying
I
thing.
thought too. Like I was surprised that the Lennox one wasn't the last when I saw the results. I'm
Yeah.
like, wait, what?
Because I think he has the worst design. He's the worst boss
Yeah.
of the three, especially in Haner, because he has HP,
Yeah.
those annoying HP
Yeah.
gates.
Unless you can like one tap him.
Yeah, one tap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rage hearts.
Yeah. Devastating.
Oh, it's so nice being rage hearts.
There's like three questions total left. So the next one is Master Road character.
Okay, I'm not surprised. Rosso and Solus are top two. I voted for Solus personally, but I can definitely see why Rosso is the most popular because he does have a whole raid boss based on him.
I was tempted to make this be like just L Masters, but then I remembered like Adrian technically isn't, and Hernia isn't, and people may want to pick Hernia.
Mhm.
So
And they didn't
I-
pick him much anyway.
yeah, I changed it to favorite Master Road character, and then after I posted the survey, I saw people talk about how they hate fighting Denif, so they chose Rosso because they enjoy fighting him. Like, not to fight specifically, guys. So I wanted to make that clear.
Yeah.
Put Adrian on the Master. Oh wait, Master Road character. Okay, never mind. My bad. I was thinking L Masters.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why we changed it to Master Road, because we wanted to be a bit more.
Yeah, because Hernia's here too as well. She's not an Elmaster.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm surprised you didn't want to ask like who's your favorite Master Road dungeon to do or something rather than character.
But we
I
wanted
was
to go with
thinking of
character.
that.
Some people, like, if we did like Master Road character to fight or whatever, then people might say Gaia because it's easy, Rosso because it's the most popular one, and then like we just see like those two get picked the most. Because how many people enjoy fighting Denif?
No one.
True.
Who
You know
actually
what?
enjoy
Okay, not
Denif's
fair.
design?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really Denip's character. I mean, he's cool.
Yeah. Like, I actually voted for Denif, so I am one of those 776. I'm okay with it.
I would probably have voted for Solis as well, honestly.
Yeah, I like. Yeah, Solus has. I like Solus' story the most out of all these guys.
Wait,
Yeah.
when you didn't vote?
Okay, I don't know why I forgot to do the survey, and by the time I realized, I'm like, no, I missed it.
Okay, she's fired. From 2.5 crows, not from anything I can offer her.
getting fired before even getting offered anything.
No, I'm getting you fired off 2.5 crows.
No! Bye, Meteor. I guess this will be my last podcast. No,
Bye, Crow.
it's okay. I refuse. I stay. I'm staying. No, I like this.
Okay. Yeah. Speaking of Master Road fight, it's actually kind of funny. My favorite fight is actually the last one on here, which is the Adrian fight, because I love how fast it is.
Yeah.
Because since both Duranda and Herbion can both do their special attacks independently of each other, Duranda actually does hers the fastest out of all these. So you can just end the fight right there.
Adrian is also the most challenging in my opinion. Well,
Yeah.
excluding
Challenging in a good way, because I feel like...
Yeah.
I'd say it's also the easiest to mess up on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because I know, like, some people, like, when it comes to the speed, it's like, yeah, just use, like, a revival title and just trigger the attack so that you can deal damage faster and all that. But realistically, not everyone has that ability, so it's more frustrating to do so.
Yeah. Also, like, Duranda can just use triple clones and you just die, because that hurts.
All the lasers as well that you have to dodge, it's just like, if you get like too ahead of yourself, all of a sudden you just tank a laser and then your health is like dropping and like, oh wait, where did my health go? And all of a sudden you're dead.
Yep.
So I think, yeah, you can't get ahead of yourself in that dungeon as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that the final one, or we got one more?
2 more.
2 more? Okay. Oh, this is actually a really cool one, and I'm surprised by actually the result. So the question was, which town blacksmith was your favorite? I'm surprised Agatha is so low. Because Agatha, I thought, has the luck that people love.
Because Agatha tends to give a lot of the +12s.
Yeah, because Agatha gave a lot of the +12s, gave the 2 +13s, like...
But here's the thing, I feel like it's because the proportion of players who actually go for +12s are very low. So maybe among the people who go for +12s, she's popular, but like that's not a big proportion of the player base, I think.
True.
You know?
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, like, I went for my boy, which is the El Renault Equipment Refiner. That's my boy right there. He has no human emotions, so he can't make any human mistakes. Because it's a machine. So.
Hello, Duranda. She's in the sub.
She has a personality though. She might mess things up.
What? Her personality is no personality?
Oh no!
I'm joking.
she might just hate you and mess up on purpose.
I don't know. She's always been reliable to me.
Oh, okay. So you do it at Duranda.
Yeah, I voted for Duranda because it's like whenever I do anything on enhancement events, it's like, all right, Duranda, I need to see you. Oh, wow, Duranda, that was actually really good. I kid you not. During one enhancement event, I was only focusing on armor for one of my characters, and with the 10 free fluorites, I got 3 +10s.
Oh wow! Jeez, that's crazy.
What?
That's actually...
And it was from Duranda.
Oh, it's from Duranda?
I was like, okay,
Yeah.
okay, I'll keep that in mind. I'm gonna hit the render up when I get these free fluorides in the future.
For my first +11, it was Duranda a few months ago.
Oh.
Dude, I was thinking like, 10 fluoride odds. I probably got like a +9, pretty lucky. 3 +10? What?
That's crazy.
Yeah. For the record, I've also had bad experiences with Duranda. Like, I think I was trying to go for a +10 once, and I actually used up all 200 ores, and I stayed.
Oof.
That was with Duranda. I think I did eventually get it, but I had to like go for like another 50+.
Oh,
that's
okay.
great. Oh yeah, but
Okay, Duranda, I see how it is. I have to give you a little bit of a spoil. Alright?
Throw some money
I think what happened was I went to someone else, and they broke my weapon so many times, so I went back to Duranda and said, Duranda, can you please help me? And she's like, okay, I got you back this time.
Aww.
That's cute. That's
she,
cute.
she has some empathy. She has some empathy.
Yeah.
I think she saw like I went to someone else, so she actually felt bad.
Oh, true. The jealousy.
Okay, so I guess she does have I guess she does have emotions.
Yeah.
I would have voted for Dorinda just because I like her aesthetics the most.
She's cool.
She's
Yeah.
cool. She looks really cool.
I actually got my first plus 11 from Horatio, so it's cool to see him pretty high up.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
gotta respect
Is it
the
Jim in the
mama.
podcast? What?
Say what?
Is it Jim in the podcast? What?
Really?
I don't know. That's apparently what No Life Ella said.
Oh wow.
Oh, wonder.
Yeah.
Oh, what a surprise. Didn't know we were having Gmail podcast next.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess it's Mommy Crow. Yeah.
Jim Crow. Wait, not that Jim Crow.
Bye.
Jim Mommy Crow.
Alright.
Okay. Yeah.
You
Alright.
can't have that name unless you want us to own it.
Okay. So this is the last one, yeah?
Yes, it's the next one.
Okay, this is a cool one too. What's your favorite town/location?
Wow.
Yeah,
I am partially surprised at this one.
really, I'm not surprised Elrenote is the top.
That one is like, yeah, that one was a gimme.
Yeah.
I think
Like,
what's
because that's like where everyone tends to frequent.
yeah. I think what surprises me is the big gap between first and second. Like, dang.
Oh yeah. It's
That one doesn't surprise me, to be honest.
what?
Real. Wait. The error node not surprising you, or something else?
What surprised me was Fada.
Oh, Fader.
Yeah, I think people just like maybe either the music or the aesthetic, or pain. Maybe could be pain.
I'll be honest, like I prefer the older Fada over the newer one, but that's because like the older one was like everything is so easily accessible.
True.
Now it's like, okay, I'm here, but the guy I need to see is back there.
Yeah, I can get that. That's why I like Elrenote so much. All the important stuff is in a straight line.
I think, yeah. But I think the new Fader design is like, it looks cute. I guess I could give it that. It looks cute. I like the little cave. I'm like, I wonder what's in there. I think it used to be a marketplace, right? Or something.
Fada?
No, Vita used to be like a midtown kind of straight line. Midtown straight line.
Okay.
Considering like it was meant to be like, oh, like we got run out of by the demons, so it's like this is our little camp to try to survive and hold them back. That's pretty much what it was. This one it feels like less like a little camp and more like of a big place.
Yeah,
but...
more of a town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which wasn't
Which
the
I guess
charm.
Yeah, because I remember like way back in the old days of Elsword, like there was like two areas. There was the town area, and then there was sort of like the rest.
Yeah, the
so,
rest
well,
stops.
somewhat of,
Which they still
where
have
you
some
had
of them.
not really that, but it's more like the area that you go to when you actually enter dungeons. So like that's where you.
Yo, yeah,
make a
you're right.
dungeon
You're right.
run.
You know what? I remember that because I remember the Altera one had Santa.
And in the case of Fada was pretty much both of those. Like it was a town and a dungeon area at the same time.
You're right.
So that was like one of my reasons, like why I preferred Fada, but but then again, back then you could only enter dungeons in the actual location.
In the actual extra location. Yeah. I just remember that. I could remember the Velder one like in my memory and the Fida one, but the other ones I can't remember too much. And the Altera one.
I remember quite a lot of them actually. So
That's interesting. So yeah.
Still amazed at
What's up?
the gap difference between. Still amazed at the gap difference between first place and second place. Dang. Elrond Node is like winning by a landslide.
I say Elrenote has everything.
like because when you hit level 99, that's pretty much where you're gonna be. For the
Yeah.
most
Yeah,
part. So that's probably But when you also consider it, like it's big, but it's also beautiful looking.
It does really nice looking too. Yeah.
True.
And Elysian, like it's big, but it's stupid to like move around in. At least for me, because like
I
I go,
agree.
Yeah.
like, okay, I'm in the front, but I need to go all the way to the back to go see to see my homie Dorinda for my enhancing. But
as well as getting
Like-
into the field, you have to like, oh my gosh, if you go from the back to the front, oh man, there's a lot of traveling.
At the same time, I love the design of Elysian.
Yeah, Elysian.
Like,
is
it-
the
Yes,
same, yeah.
yes,
Yeah, like it is super beautiful to look at.
yeah, yeah. I agree. Hard agree. Yep, everything.
All right. Since we're done with that segment, I think it's we should take a little giveaway break.
Okie dokie.
Anybody has a word? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Crow, Raiden, you have anything?
No, I want to think of something funny.
I guess the only piece I have is a piece of this muffin, so I guess I'll hold that.
Muffin?
I want that.
All right.
Muffin. Oh,
I get muffin.
I want a muffin. Okay.
The second muffin I've had today, actually.
Muffins are nice.
It's a double chocolate muffin, actually,
Ooh.
which I'm kind of mad about.
Why?
I asked for two containers of blueberry muffins, and they gave me one blueberry, one chocolate.
Huh. Weird.
So, delivery person, that's why I took away your tip.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm not that mean. I'm not that mean.
Okay.
But you did just remind me. I had to check something because I did have an order come in lately, but I got the wrong sort of sausages. They gave me breakfast sausages.
At this time?
When I got it like a day or two ago,
Oh, okay.
like I wanted like the dinner sausages, not the breakfast sausages.
This is,
Did you enjoy it though? Did you enjoy the meal?
I haven't even cooked them
Okay, never mind. All right.
because I have like 4 packages of them,
Mm.
and that's like 20 sausages per package.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, I actually did order like the normal size package sausages. Why did they give me the breakfast ones? I'm gonna fire them.
You suddenly have that power.
I can't. Do I report it and get my credit back, or?
Or you can climb the corporate rankings and fire them yourself personally.
That my second job.
Yeah. It's a bit extreme. That's the true form. That's the ultimate pettiness.
It's a big flex.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's the ultimate pro revenge.
It is. Yeah.
The elaborate plan for revenge.
Exactly.
Thanks. I'm gonna respond to this text message.
They cheated me out of my money and ruined my family's life. So I became their boss and fired them.
Oh my goodness.
A new movie revenge story, movie plotline.
Or heck, just a YouTube video title.
True. That does sound like a classic YouTube. All circles, red arrows.
Considering that there are a lot of people who just like look at Reddit and like share Reddit stories on YouTube, like I wouldn't be surprised if that is a YouTube title.
Yeah. All right. Is it time? Is that everybody?
Speaking of YouTube, I just see a video I have to watch later.
Oh.
Put out on
Soft
that watch
chocolate
later
cake
list.
without eggs, without oven and mixer.
What? Okay.
Yes. No eggs, no oven. I had to watch this so I could see how to do this type of a cake, so I can have a cake.
It's probably
Okay.
something with bananas. I'm just gonna assume that.
Look, we know you're going bananas, Meteor, but that doesn't
Okay.
mean we have to add bananas.
Oh, okay.
I have bunches of
Yeah.
them. I'm sorry.
Okay. Okay.
Hey, healthy,
Okay, come
healthy potassium.
All right, come on. The giveaway is more appealing right now. So.
All right, we gotta go before he keeps going.
I can't.
All right, in 5, 4, 3, 2,
Split the pot!
1. Bison Red. Congratulations.
Oh.
A
Who is an IT player, if I recall.
a frequent viewer on the Meteor Falcon stream.
Mm-hmm. In fact, I think
What's up?
I think
No,
they've
this is
won a lot on your stream, actually.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
they're
gonna say
always
that,
here.
actually.
They're always here. That's my boy Bison
Mhm.
right there. Bison's always here.
They win so
Bison.
much.
Bye.
Of course.
Of course. I was like not to be mean to the people who just come for the giveaways because it's fine with that. I do get a little bit of like extra happiness when somebody who's always watching me wins.
Mhm.
Yay!
This
Oh my goodness, Calentiel. Here we go.
to go even further beyond.
I could do it. Not the extreme.
Okay, a little cute Rena. Calencio played that for you. A little cute Rena. Say thank you to Calencio. Played a whole sound effect for you. I'm always surprised by that, but I love these sound effects so much.
I need to figure out how to get them work on my screen because I don't know how to get it to work.
Oh, it's just a sound effects thing you can look up. I can tell you later. Uh-oh, is she here? Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Well, I usually give people like a minute, so she has about.
Yeah,
10
I'll
minutes.
just accept it in their place. I mean,
Yeah,
I need the control.
yeah.
It's been a while since you won one of my giveaways, Raiden. You used to win them all the time back in the day.
I think I know why, but if I win, then I will share the secret as to why I've been losing.
Okay.
Oh, well, I'm curious. Why don't share it now?
Because if I do, then it may not happen.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Let me know when I can play it again. Crow, you can tell him to play it again. I think Calentia wants to play it again.
Well, it's been 1 minute,
But-
so...
Yeah. I think
I don't tell. So they're just being...
there we go, he's just doing it.
Is to go even further beyond!
There he goes.
How to get rich to
Nope. It's not
Nope,
you
not
still.
me.
It's still not you.
Oh, no, they came back too late.
Oh, they came back too late. No. Yes. Royal, you did win. Little cute Rena, you gotta be here. You gotta be here. Yeah, you're a little. You were a minute and some change off.
Half a second.
I typed it during the sound. There was actually 2 sounds. You typed it during the second sound.
Yeah, I'm in chat as well. When you win, the Nightbot tells you as well. So
Yeah.
stream delay, it shouldn't affect that much. Keep an eye on the
Yeah.
chat as well.
Unfortunate. Guys gotta be aware.
Okay.
Gotta be aware.
It's okay. There's always a next time.
The podcast is too nice. People feel too relaxed.
Woo!
Just make sure that they're able to enter the next one.
Yeah. Of course. Yeah. There's still two more prizes left. A little cute Rena. You want to enter on that one? Please do. Glentil salting over here, using 2 sound effects and not getting anything.
Well, that's because he's just blaming me for it. If he stopped blaming me, he might win.
Tay, thanks for the follow. Okay, so the next thing, I do want to ask first, Raiden, if you had any questions for either of us. didn't know
Oh
if
wow,
you
I actually didn't think of any questions.
No,
to ask you.
I just wanted to give the floor just in case. I just wanted to give the floor just in case.
Well, you know what? Since you actually asked me when did I start? How about both of you? I'm pretty sure you guys have done it in the past, but well, I'm here, so I can hear it.
Okay. Yeah, I've told this story quite a few times, but there actually is a little detail I've never told, and because I remembered it only recently. So, I found Elsewhere, through a website called Newgrounds. It was just an advertisement on the side. I used to frequent Newgrounds a lot, just looking for Flash games and things to play when I was a kid. And this was early high school. So I was still doing that, and I was on my parents' old computer, and I was just like, oh man, play your manga. I would love to play my manga, because this was the time I really started getting into anime. Dude, I was watching that Bleach, I was watching all that stuff. It was all great. So super into it, but my parents' old computer couldn't run the game at the time, and I remember legitimately being really salty, and because I just couldn't
It
run
was
the
all
game.
that Newgrounds. That's why you ruined it.
Yeah, I remember just being really salty because the computer was too. It was like I don't even know if it was even Windows XP. That computer was so bad, and I just remember being just I just want to play Elsewhere. Come on, just let me play this game. And I remember it must have been the next month, the next 2 months. My dad surprised me with a laptop which had Windows 7, and I remember the first thing I did. One of the first things I did was literally download Elsewhere and play it for the first time. I was just like, yes, this computer can download Elsewhere. I can finally try it out. And yeah, the rest is history.
I think when I bought this PC, yes, I got a pre-built. Shut up. I actually installed Elsewhere as the first program after everything was done because I wanted to mess around and test it.
Nice.
Because I went from an old custom built that funny story. I broke.
Uh-huh.
I'm not gonna. And spent my birthday trying to fix, which ended up in failing. So, yeah, miserable birthday.
Oh,
But then I got this, and it's like, oh, perfect. And yeah, I got to do like a lot of things that I couldn't do on my previous PC, like actually run the game in a good state.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it could run the game before, but of course, as updates come out, it's harder to just run it with the same old hardware.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, like even like the first time like I played Elsword, it was on like an old college laptop I had,
Jeez.
which lasted me about 5 years.
Okay, wow, dang, you used it to its full duration, to full lifespan.
Well, it pretty much got to the point where my fan was making so much noise that it was actually worrying me. And at the time, a very good friend of mine from college, he gave me a few spare parts, bought some new, refurbished parts, and we built the PC one night. And at the time, my mother was not exactly happy.
Oh, no.
Because she was like, wait, he spent how much for this for you? What, do I owe him anything? It's like, well, you gave him dinner last night, so I think that's good enough.
Well,
Yeah.
I think,
Yeah,
typically, every 5 years you gotta upgrade that computer at least.
Oh, very much so. Like, I think, like, that PC, or the new one that he built, like, lasted me about 3 to 4 to 5 years as well.
That's like 5 years is like the max length, I think, as well for computers.
Yeah, me over
And
here
I-
using this for like 6 years plus, I think.
Yeah.
And the only parts I really ever replaced it were the fans, because the fans started making too much noise.
Okay, so
Yeah, so it was it was like a much needed upgrade I needed. So
Okay.
hey, we got that upgrade now. Now you can play also comfortably 60 FPS overclocking. No.
Oh my god. Oh, real quick
With-
to mention the year that I played, I think it was either 2011 or 2012. I just remember Eve's second job coming out, the Nemesis and
so
Empress.
that would be
Oh, that was like 2011.
like right at the very end, like December-ish of 2011.
Yeah, sounds about
Or
right.
Oh.
even January 2012.
Yeah, sounds about right.
I looked this up, so yeah.
Yeah.
Ryan's already on it. He's got all the information. He's got all the data in his head stored up.
Yeah.
Keeping track.
What
Yeah.
about you, Chris?
Yeah, I started in like late 2012. Like I think like I don't remember when. I think September or October. I'm not too sure. But basically before then, I had seen a lot of like Elsword advertisements on YouTube and stuff, and the ads and stuff. But I was never like, so at the time I think I was playing like another game called Wizard 101, but and I was really looking into a new game, and I wanted a game that reminded me of Smash, had that kind of gameplay, like a hack and slash type of game. And before then, I was like clicking around on these ads, and I've been disappointed by a lot of them. So I chose not to click on the Elsword ad, because I was like, oh, it's gonna be another disappointment. Then my brother, he was the one he clicked on it, he downloaded the game, he played the game, and then he introduced to me, and he's like, you should play Elsword. And I was like, because I'd frequently walk into his room and I'd see him play the game, Elsword, and I was just sort of watching him, right, and like, oh, it's interesting. I got into the game, and then he downloaded the game for me, helped me with that, taught me a little bit of the basics and stuff. I never read anything, so back then my combos consisted of mashing Z and X keys one after the other. That was my combo. Yeah, Z, Z, Z. So yeah, and then I played a bit of Elsa. I think I played for a couple of months, and then I stopped for a month. And then I came back, and I just got really into the game for some reason. And then what we ended up doing is we ended up going to our cousin's house, and we're like, hey, you should play Elsa. We got our cousin into Elsword. And then a couple of years passed, she's still playing Elsword now to this day. And then she got her sisters to play Elsword, so now our whole family's playing Elsword, except for my brother, he stopped playing.
Chain reaction. I think
Yeah,
your
so
cousin was
it
on the
was a chain
podcast, wasn't
reaction.
she?
Yeah, Weed Cat.
Yeah, okay.
It was a chain reaction of my brother playing Elsword, and then the whole family is now playing Elsword.
Okay.
It's fun though. But yeah.
No.
Also, I think I've very good, like very fond memories with Elsa. A lot of my high school friends also played Elsa, and I met a lot of friends through Elsa. So
Yeah.
it's very fond of the game. 10 out of 10. Good play.
I now just remember, like, before Elsword NA was ever like announced or a thing, there was like a knockoff version of Elsword that existed.
Really?
Wait, is it the one I'm thinking of?
Fist of Fu.
Yep.
Yeah.
With male Aisha, who was a very fat man.
What?
It was pretty much like Elsword, Aisha, and Rena, but they were gender swapped.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was also
and it was
very
like
bad.
super old Elsword.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't even last like a few months, if I recall.
No,
and
no.
I remember, because obviously being a Grand Chase player, the Grand Chase forums were talking about it, and a lot of the players from the Grand Chase forums went to the Fist of Fu forums and spammed Elsword images.
Wow.
Yeah, trying to like point out how this game is just a bootleg version of this game.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like they were just spamming images, so it's like their message wasn't coming across. Like it just was spam. And yeah, people got banned from their forum and the Grand Chase forum too, if I recall.
Oh wow.
Because like they were, not really smart enough and
Yeah.
using the same name and making it clear, and also saying how they were doing it on the forum.
Yeah, like what is
Yeah.
it? Spam versus actual constructive criticism.
Yeah, it's like, oh my god, you guys are so stupid.
Yeah, look, if you want to put a point across, put it across like properly and politely, like actual word out your criticism,
Yeah.
and just
Yeah.
like
Like
troll
there's a way to
spam.
do it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
there's
it.
a procedure. Follow it.
To that, okay, so I think this is a good jumping off point. Like to that kind of like thing, do you have like a well, two questions. What's like your funniest kind of story being a GM, and what's like your most like heartwarming if you have one?
Oh boy. That's actually pretty difficult.
Yeah.
Pull up tea.
I guess in terms of like heartwarming, it's like there are like a lot of people in different communities. Like I'm in quite a number of Discords on multiple accounts, so I sometimes like look up things like, okay, what are people saying? Like, and I see like some of the hurtful things that some people say, both about our company and of course about like certain people specifically, myself included. But it's like you can't please everyone, so I don't let it get to me. And then like I see like some of the other ones that actually like, say good things, and then it's like I'm kind of like glad that there's at least some people who are just not like saying negative things about the game and actually like saying some good stuff. Like even like in the official Discord, like some people like they complain about certain things, but they at least like know that myself and Rush when he was around were like, listening and trying everything that we could. You guys might even remember like last year when there were like constant server disconnections on the weekend where like no one could log in to play, and like we're looking into it, like seeing what the hell's going on. Like obviously it's a weekend. I'm trying to relax on a weekend. I'm not trying to work.
That's fair.
But-
That's fair.
Like even in a case like that, it's more like I don't have to be there. It's more like I can just like make a note saying, hey guys, like we're looking into it, and then just leave and come back later with an update or something. No, I actually like to stay there and chatted with everybody. Because like I know like it was going to be a constant thing, so it's like I'm not going to like let you guys like just sit here on your own. I'm gonna like stay with you guys. So
Honestly,
it's,
so
like,
much
things like that.
so much respect there. So much respect there.
Yeah.
Because for any game, not just Elsword, like the player base is important. So without them, what are we like as GMs? Like what kind of GMs are we? So I'm still a player too. It's affecting me. I wanted to grind too.
Of course.
So it's like I'm at least gonna like help you guys out, and stay with you.
Okay.
Communication.
But yeah, so like seeing like everyone like say thank you Raiden for staying with us, thank you Rush for staying us and keeping us updated on all that. It's like that was like really good, and I still see like a few comments like praising us, at least like listening and all that. So it's always like good to hear that. Like even like without like any sort of like assistance from us, like having to like say anything, like people like comment on that.
Oh, that's nice.
So it's always good. As for funny stories,
Like, oh, you gotta have like don't get a fair share of like saying like funny things or something.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. Seeing something funny someone did, or like something funny that someone assumed was probably wrong or something.
let's see. I still gotta like heavily think about that.
Really? Okay.
Yes. I thought it was hard picking like like even if I had to like.
I guess like some of the Office PvP had way before COVID.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Yeah, like of course, like it's some people like have like the interpretation. Oh, be a GM so I can play Elsword all day. It's if it was that easy, I think like my character would be like so much farther ahead
Yeah.
than everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hold on. I'm like wondering if maybe like my connection's acting up. Am I coming in clear?
Yeah,
Just
you're
making
coming in
sure.
clear.
Yeah,
Crow's
yeah,
coming a
yeah.
bit not clear, actually.
Wait, what?
Okay.
Yeah, you're sounding a little bit muffled there, Crow. But Raiden, you're fine.
Okay, because I also like saw like the stream buffer for a sec, so I'm like wondering. Okay, did my connection just have like one of those hiccups it likes to have around this time or something? But okay. good
Yeah,
to know.
there were a little bit of audio, like a little bit of
Oh,
audio went away, but I think it's stabilized now.
Okay, yeah, because I also noticed that I just disappeared on your end, and for me, like, I have to connect to my work PC from here to actually be able to be with you guys in game. So yeah,
Okay.
not exactly easy. But going back to what I was saying, like, some people like assume like, oh, I'll be a GM so I can play Elsewhere all day and get paid for it. If it was that easy, then anyone could be a GM. So
course, yeah.
but there's a lot of things that happen. Like a lot of like, think of it this way, like YouTube, how we have videos and all that, like. There are people working on those videos.
Mm-hmm.
They're not playing Elsword. They're working on the video.
Mm-hmm.
Like, in my case, the only time I really get to play Elsword, especially nowadays, after I'm done with work.
Mm-hmm.
Which may only be for, like, maybe an hour or two, depending on how late I'm working.
Dang.
But, and then, of course, that's also trying to factor in, hey, I gotta cook, hey, I gotta clean, I gotta, like, make sure I have everything ready for tomorrow. Like,
course,
what's
yeah.
the idea? Yeah, so it's not as simple as people make it out to be.
Mm-hmm.
But way back then, like if we have like say like not much of a big update coming, so like we have a bit of free time, or maybe it's like okay, work's over, but we're still in the office. Hey, you guys want to have like some PvP matches? We'll like just jump into Spar on our GM accounts. We'll use like whatever crazy stuff we have and all that.
That's cool.
So. Kind of getting Mosh a bit angry when I play. Because early on, like, I didn't have a GM account, so I had to use my personal. And I know people are going to take this the wrong way, but I was playing Labby, but not Eternity Winter, not Nisha. I was playing Radiant Soul.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh.
And Rush hated fighting me. Bitsy hated fighting me. Marsha hated fighting me.
Oh my goodness.
Because, like, Labby things.
Yeah.
Those have a groggy thing as well. It's like, oh,
So, but it's like, yeah, I'm just like wearing the Spar gear, so I'm just gonna try my best, and all of a sudden, like, it's difficult for them to catch me, or if they catch me, it's like I'm out of it. So,
wow.
it was like just fun, like
sounds
seeing the
fun,
rage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but what made it like fun and funny was like the laughs that we had afterwards, like, oh, like you're stupid, Labby. Like, just making comments, and then like I'm completely like, yeah, well, you're chugging it, stupid artillery Nova.
Oh yeah, Artillery Nova does hit when it hits.
Yeah.
It hits.
Oof,
Yeah.
oof, that's a big boy skill right there.
But yeah,
But I think-
it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun as well.
That's cool.
I remember back in the day, sparring days, like so much fun hanging out with friends and just sparring with friends. I think that's what makes that's one of the the best things about spa rooms. It's just like just PvPing and having fun with friends is always the best experience.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah, or even just like doing something stupid.
Right.
yes, yes.
Yeah, I
It is-
remember in sparring, like trying to find these like little glitches and stuff. Like there were so many on Hope Bridge. Like I remember the Wild Charge one, if you guys remember that one, where the glow from Wild Charge would stay if you dropped into the pit while using Wild Charge, and it's just trying to get the glow
Oh.
as bright as possible.
Oh, I didn't even know about that. Sounds
Yeah,
fun. Though.
it's gone now. It's gone now, obviously. But...
Yeah, I don't think I was made aware of that.
Oh, really? Yeah, yeah. It's very, very old. If you did Wild Charge while falling into Hope Bridge Pit, the glow from the Wild Charge charging would stay on your hand, and you can overlap it like as many times as you wanted, and it was just like 1,000 suns almost.
On one hand, like I'm not surprised at that being a thing though. So
There was also another one. Yeah, Ella just mentioned it. You could phase shift into Hope Bridge a little bit, and that was kind of funny.
oh jeez.
That one's gone now too, though. Yeah, it's old footage.
One video that you just reminded me of was I can't remember exactly like what it was focused on, but I remember this specific thing. Elsword, Lord Knight specifically using, as I like to call it, trolling smash.
Rolling smash. Right, okay. Elaborate.
As in rolling smash, you know, the one where he like jumps forward but spins around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But with certain suction skills, like
Oh,
say,
okay.
Oh yeah, Wind Wall. Wind
Yeah.
Wall.
Okay, I got you. Yeah.
yeah, he just spins forever. But in this case, it was using generate black hole. But if your ally, as Eve, is right next to you as they use that, they're gonna take a lot of that damage and eventually die.
Oh my gosh.
That's funny.
Yeah.
They see me rolling,
Oh.
they see me.
Man, you know another thing that's like that? I don't think this is it anymore. But Ray Chart. I don't know. It's always I mean Reckless Fist. I don't know why it was always Reckless Fist. But Reckless Fist has a combo. You know the one where you do dash, jump, X smash, and he does that little
Yes.
electric spark and dives down. If he gets petrified during the dive down, he still is a hitbox. And that's something that happened to me once, and I like instantly killed somebody because they petrified me in the middle of that, and I just kept hitting them while in petrification, and they just kind of died. That's really
Yeah,
funny.
you gotta be careful with like certain skills because those hitboxes are still active sometimes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
One of my favorite things to do actually in dungeons, and granted you can't exactly do, well you can, but you kind of can't because it's sort of easier now. But Sunken Resium with Animos or Windsneaker. If you time a violent attack when it uses its little suction, that's a lot of hits.
Oh, true.
I think I've like instantly killed, like in the old days, one of those serpents with that from full HP.
Like heroic or something, or like just back when it was new.
It wasn't heroic; it was regular.
Okay,
But
okay.
it was still pretty like it still took a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think actually the attack got to a point where the spinning hitboxes or the visual effect actually disappeared because I don't think it's expected for the skill to last as long as it did.
Yeah.
Which I guess makes sense.
Game breaking bugs. But they're funny though. They make us so funny. I love finding bugs in Nelson.
All right. Crow, if you wanna, I took the last. I proposed the last question. The last question we did. You wanted to take the next one?
Okay. Let me have a look. Okay. Oh no! I feel like what questions do we have? Okay. Media have written one here is Rhino, what's your top 3 favorite Elswood music tracks?
That's a good one.
Ooh.
It's hard. I feel like if
first
Sky was here, she'd be all honest.
Okay, hold on. Let me start from the bottom. So from the bottom, third place. Let's see.
Now that's a lot of damage!
Because second and first, I immediately know, but third, I guess, is the one I have to try to figure out. I guess Rosso's second form in Varname Raid on Crimson Cradle.
Okay.
phase is actually probably. Actually, wait. No. Sorry. Phase 3 actually I think is better.
The final song.
So that one is my third place. My
Wow.
second place, and I know that this may seem controversial. Bird's theme in Feta.
The Feta version.
Okay.
Yeah,
Bird's theme. Yeah. Like
that's a good one.
whenever I hear it, it's like, wait a minute, is this from this game? Which I think
Yeah.
has like a specific music artist who I know would actually make something that sounds similar. So like I always get confused, and then I find out, oh wait, it's also what am I thinking?
Right. Oh man, I'm a diehard for the remix version.
And for my first place is the remix version.
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh, okay.
like-
Okay.
Oh my.
Sorry, but I'm treating the remix as a separate track.
No, it is.
And that's why
100% is.
Exactly. That's why it's listed as a separate track.
Oh man, like they didn't have to do that, but like, and it also didn't have to go as hard as it does. But oh my goodness.
I feel like they had to. They had to bring it back.
Oh good.
Yeah.
I'm so
Birth
happy about
band.
that.
The OG villain of OG villain.
Yeah, it's so good, like, cause like especially the remix version, it has like that more kind of intense kind of rock thing that Elseword's been doing occasionally, but it also still has like that kind of like churchy kind of like chapel kind of thing that the place you fought him in Feta still had.
Dun, dun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so good. It's so good.
I really liked it I really like it for the nostalgia factor as well.
Oh yeah,
The
nostalgia factor's
remix.
super
Yeah.
huge. Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah.
I will say, like, part of it also reminds me of songs from the Tales series, specifically Symphonia.
Oh, I can see that.
Like the little bell parts, because I think they use like a similar bell thing in some of the tracks.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why, like, I get confused, like, whenever I hear Bird's theme sometimes, and I don't immediately recognize it.
Yeah.
It's like, wait, is this a Tales theme? Oh, wait, no. Is this from, like, Blaze Blue or something? It's like, no, no. It's from
It's
elsewhere.
sword.
Like when a song is so good that you can't really recall where it's from. It's like, that's when you know, like, the song is good, and you just don't care where it's from because you enjoy it so much.
Yeah, it's
Sure.
iconic. Yeah. Chef's kiss.
Oh yeah, that song is super iconic, yeah, for sure. Let's say, speaking of Birth, I'm a little bit disappointed in the last song because it feels like a lot of build up, but it is pretty intimidating, I suppose.
Mm.
I think it's because, like,
The Annihilator fight.
Bird's theme is just meant to represent, like, you're fighting Birth again, so
Sure,
makes sense.
sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the Annihilator theme, of course, is like, that's not Birth anymore. This is a new threat.
Yeah.
True,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
fair. You know what?
yeah,
That's fair.
yeah.
That's fair. Yeah, honestly, a little bit of me was just like, wait, how come the final fight theme isn't the Birth remix? Why is it the first fight? But what you just said, I think, kind of reveals that. It's like, yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
I agree.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, music in general is pretty good.
Oh
Chef's
yeah,
kiss.
no, I'm a huge fan of a lot of Elsword tracks, especially like the raid themes are so good. Like going back to Rasa for a little bit, the what is it? Dungeon 1 Fight 3. That one's so good to me. Cuz like the way the music works, it very much feels like you're almost like you're climbing a tower, which you are. Like kind of has that building kind of energy. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Rock
Yeah,
vibes.
like every now and then, like, I turn the music back on because like when you hear like the music so many times over the years, like, obviously, like, you'll turn it off, you'll like listen to your own stuff at times, but every now and then it's like, you know what, let me put the music on, especially like when I'm doing like Rasa raid. It's like I want to hear the music again just so I can relive those moments, and I just keep it and I forget about it for a while. I'm like, okay, I think it's time I listen to my own music.
Yeah, that's fair. That's a quick shout out to Trosh's Nest too. That's a banger. Trosh's Nest.
I agree.
Sudden banger. Like, I don't know where that song came from, but like it just comes out of nowhere and it's popping. It's so good.
The boss theme for it makes me
also
think
good.
of like old school Donkey Kong Country.
I could see that. Yeah.
I think sometimes when I'm studying, actually, I just play like I've like conditioned myself, like, if I'm not listening to the hot spring music in the background, I can't study. I need to have that also. It's like my AFK music at this point, and I need it to be playing to make it think like I'm on Elsa and I can get some study done. So Music has a huge influence.
Yeah, the music is like there's a lot of good tracks. Like even like I'm more of like an action type track person, so it's like I love music that could be fitting for battles.
Yeah.
But
Oh
even relaxing music like the hot spring stuff,
Mhm.
it's always like a nice little thing to play in the background.
Mhm.
Like I know there's like a number of times where I will just purposely turn the music on just to listen to the tracks because it sounds like really relaxing. Or
Yeah.
yeah,
Or-
yeah.
I don't know if I'm the only one who does this, but sometimes like I try to visualize like what could be happening while certain tracks are being played.
Oh,
In Crimson Edge, for example, it's kind of like that. Like you go into the tower to fight Rosso and all that.
Yeah.
It's a camp. You're making plans. Like, okay, so here's the plan. What should we do, etc., etc., etc. And like the music kind of like matches that tone.
Yeah, I love when that happens. Yeah.
And then you have like Camp Aurora, where the music doesn't have that same feel. It's like we're going to be going into a very dangerous battle, like the most dangerous battle that we've ever been into. Like this could be our last fight because we could get over our heads, especially if Birth gets all of the all of
fragments.
Airgift's soul.
Yeah.
So I like imagine it like how like different characters like split from the group inside of that camp, interacting with each other in different ways while that music is playing. So like Elsword and Aisha, obviously, I feel like in game it's kind of like implied that they will be or they have that sort of feeling, but I know like that is like a fan preferred couple.
Yeah. It's one of the most.
I
Yeah.
feel like that's like one thing. Like those two are together, and it kind of makes sense. Like they start off like fighting each other, then they actually like, worry and care about each other. Raven and Rena, Eve and Ad, Chung and Ara, Elysis and whoever, maybe Luciel, or
Yeah.
even I and Luciel trying to kind of, get along with each other.
Yeah, they try really gotta
Yeah.
repair that relationship.
Yeah, and even Elysis, who may also like be trying to help them out too. So it's like they're all like over the camp and just imagining like different ideas as to like what's gonna happen, like because they know like they're gonna go into this fight. This may be the only like the last moment that they'll actually be able to enjoy each other's company, because maybe one or even all of them may die. And like the music, it kind of like shows that like intensity of like this could be our final battle. So let's make the most of it while we can, while like mentally preparing in this case instead of actual preparation like Varnamir Raid or Crimson Camp. And then of course you got the hot springs, which is like super relaxing. Like,
Yeah, Hot Springs theme is really nice.
soak it up in this.
I'm actually a big fan of the house theme. I think the house thing is super chill too.
Yes.
It's got a little jumpiness to it. What was that? I don't think I heard you, Raiden.
It's been a while since I've heard that one actually.
Oh really?
So
I'm a
can't-
fan. I'm a fan.
I think
Oh wait, no, I'm thinking of like an old Grand Chase theme. That's what, because I was just thinking of a theme, and I'm like, wait, where was this theme played in else? Oh wait, no, it wasn't. It was it was in Grand Chase, but
okay.
because of the KOG, it's like they could fit. Elria Note theme is also pretty good too, actually.
Yeah. It's pretty solid. It's pretty solid. I'm a fan.
I never thought of it that way, where like it's imagining scenarios based on the music. That's like really cool.
I think like that's what like makes a lot of music tracks like really good, because a lot of them like you never think of that underlying purpose that the creator may have actually thought about it. Like in this case, like with Camp Aurora, like no one probably thought of that except me, but like as I listen to it, like my mind like it begins to like think like, the Elf Search Party has gone a long way, and this is going to be their toughest battle. Like this is actually kind of serious for them.
They're like they went from fighting Middle Forest to like fighting demigods. Like gosh.
Essentially, yeah. I mean, Birth becomes a god.
Yeah.
For a little bit there.
They've grown so much. I shed a tear.
I say I love the lore in that fight too. I spoke about it before, but I just love especially the concept of the Annihilator, because I love the idea that like after Birth gets all the souls, he transforms into like pretty much what he wanted to become, which is like this god, right? And then we beat him down in that form, and he's so weak that a grip can almost take control but not completely, and then Birth is still in control, so just fighting each other. And then while that's going on, like this third personality just erupts out of nowhere and it fights the L Surge party. Like that, I think that's just such a cool concept. Like no one quite knows who this thing is or what it is, and you fight it in like this like almost like old Japanese type of like samurai style, like grassy plain, like the big moon in the background, everything's gray. Like it's part of me really, like, I know it sounds maybe weird, part of me really wanted like there to be like almost like a gray like filter on everything. I know why that isn't, because maybe it'd be too like annoying to track what certain skills you're using and stuff like that, but I kind of wanted that. I think that would have been kind of cool. Yeah, those aesthetics from Blitzrays are super nice.
It was something I just had and I forgot what it was again.
The game has
That's
come a
something
long
the theme
way.
would be.
What was that?
Like I remember something that I forget.
It happens sometimes.
Yeah, this is why it actually frequently happens to me on podcasts as well. So every time something comes to my mind, I have to write it down before I forget. Otherwise, I'm going to forget later on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So yeah, I understand the feeling, Raiden.
It was related to like the now I remember how you mentioned like Birth fighting like to control his body while Airgrip is trying to take over with the Annihilator and all that.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden a third being is there. In a way, it kind of like reminded me a bit of like Rock. You can kind of see this in Crimson Cradle, where at first like it's just Malice as the first boss.
Yeah.
Which is really like this dark energy taking form. Then the second one, it's pretty much Rosso, but a corrupted version of him.
Yeah.
Who is pretty much like in control. And then you beat him up, and then his third form is pretty much like that control is weakening, and you can kind of see it like in that opening, like, who am I?
Yeah.
Like Rosso is kind of like recovering, like, who am I? Like, what's going on? But I wonder if maybe it also could relate to like what we learned in Noah's story now that I think about it.
Okay.
Because, I mean, sometimes people like they will plan things out like far in advance.
Yeah.
But then there's also the other case where it's like, yeah, that they just like made that up as they went, and it just fits. Now, obviously, whether or not that's true, I don't know, but
Right. Speculation.
Hey, sometimes improvise, adapt, overcome.
Improvise, adapt, overcome.
Yeah, I always like these theories about like Elsword plot and stuff. Especially recently, Elsword plot's been like really nice with the story things that they're doing.
Yeah, they really like I think like starting with the demon invasion and stuff. It's just like things have just always just been escalating since then. It's like very interesting to keep up with it.
Right. Crow, did you ask the last question or was it me? I think it was you. Right?
I asked the last.
It was the music track.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
This was more of a silly question, I guess you could say. So, Raiden, from the cast, pick 4 who would protect you, and then the rest would try to, let's say, take you down.
4 to protect me, and the rest to take me down.
Yeah.
Wait, are we looking at characters like the canon path, or can we pick? Any
you can pick whatever path you want from the characters. That's fine.
Oh, I feel like that's kind of easy then, because like there's like a couple of these class paths. There's pretty much.
Okay, how about just them at base? Because that could still mess up a normal person.
Yeah, that sounds a bit more fair.
Yeah. Let's just do all of them at base. So 4 who would protect you, and the rest take you down.
Just at base. Rose, because guns.
Okay, fair.
Okay. Yeah, fair.
I mean, you got guns with unlimited bullets, and of course long range that will. Well, obviously not in game because ranges work differently, but in an actual scenario, guns will beat out that bow.
Right.
But what about Raven?
I mean, it could only go so far.
True.
Yeah, true.
And she
Fair,
could
fair,
just
fair.
and she'll just keep firing in the same direction, and then when he comes out of it, ouch, bullshit,
Okay.
to the head.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
fair, fair, fair.
And on that note, I'm also gonna take Retta.
Okay, fair.
Oh yeah.
More long range.
Take all the rage. It's like, oh, you're approaching me? No, you're not.
Yeah,
while we're at it.
backflipping shot out of there.
Yeah.
And while we're at it, Aisha, because magic.
Yeah.
Maggie really can't approach me.
True.
And I guess for my last one, that one's tough.
I mean, Anne has dynamos. Seems like very pretty utility efficient kind of thing.
Do I take Chung because then I have more range with the cannon?
Yeah, I mean, that's another range.
Chung is also tank
And
also
defense,
pretty
too.
supporting.
He has
Yeah,
guard.
defense that covers your defense, and if they get to close quarters combat, Chung got the backup.
That's true. He's the tank, so he can protect the back line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The back line protects each other.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I'll just take Chung then.
Okay, so this is Rose, Rena, Chung, Aisha. All right.
Impeccable defense.
Yeah.
A good defense. A good defense is also a good offense, or something like that. Or a good offense is also a good defense. Hand in hand.
Well, the best way to win is, of course, to survive.
That's true. That's true.
True. But they can sustain. I mean, wouldn't you want to? Oh wait, base class. I don't think any of the base.
no one
class.
None of them have healing at the base class.
Yeah.
Except for
Never
like
mind.
Rena, that one twister. I forget what it's called.
Perfect storm.
Yeah, the perfect
Hey, I
storm.
got healing.
Yeah, so definitely it does have a healer, the perfect storm.
Alright. Yeah. Alright. Raiden said he's covered.
Yeah,
I think he has a good survivability chance.
Smart
Honestly.
answer. Smart answer.
I'm just like sitting in, and I got like my 3 range in the back, and I got the Chung like in front of me holding the cannon in berserk mode, just waiting for you to step forward.
Yeah.
True.
Meteor, what would you pick?
Me? Oh,
Same
okay.
question. Yeah.
Same question. Who would I pick? Let's see. Chung has a shout? Not at base. I don't think he has any shouts.
No, I don't think so. No.
I feel like I pick Raven. Bias, yes, but also he is a good
Yes.
tactician. You know, he did military
Yeah.
training. He's a good tactician.
Yeah.
I feel like yeah, Rose is just a solid pick because in a real life scenario, she has 4 different artillery weapons and they're all good, and she can just swap between them very quickly. So that's just intelligent.
He has close and long range and explosives.
Yeah, close, long range, and
Yeah.
explosives. Lu and Seal, one's a trained assassin, the other's a very strong demon. Like, I think
Wait,
that's
would that be
just a solid-
cheating? So Lucille, you'd have like an extra person.
Yeah, and also with Luther you get an extra person.
Wait, safety in numbers. Alright, okay, respectable.
Though to be fair, Lou is also at her weakest.
That's true. That's true. She's really good.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And
So
then
it's really
It's
like
just human,
1.2 of a character.
fair.
Yeah.
But trained
So-
assassin, you
sometimes
can't
it
get.
feels like-
I just can't get over that trained assassin. That's literally his
Okay,
job.
okay, fair.
Although he did
fair.
get beat by Karis, but whatever. Anyway.
Hey, well, to be fair, he was a human at the time, and Karas was like a demon. Like that's a bit of a mismatch right there
Yeah.
in his defense.
I mean, we got humans fighting demons right now.
Yeah. And I think Ain I'll take as the last one because even as base, Ain has a barrier. He has good magic projectiles. Yeah, I think Ain. I think Raven, Ain, Rose, Lucille.
Okay, fair. But I don't know. I feel like
And then
synergy though.
to exist.
Hmm?
And then he fails to exist.
Oh yeah, he is just kind of a ball of light. All right.
I mean, because as base, he does not technically exist to the L Search party, just L Sword, if you think about it.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
To tangent super quick. I actually love that they did that, but they can only do that once in the story of just like this character was here the whole time. We just forgot about him. Like, I actually kind of really like that, but again, you can only do it once, and I think they did it quite nicely.
I think it's more like he technically always existed, obviously after he was added, but he just was actually given a more physical form that he can interact with the other members of the L Search party after a certain point.
Yeah.
Which I think was after Hall of L, if I recall.
Yes.
I think so.
Yes.
You know what I find interesting? It's like before then, Rena almost like realized that I'm like was kind of there of Ryan's presence, and I'm like, I wonder why it was specifically Rena that almost realized it, but didn't in the end. I'm like, I'm curious about that.
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure before then it was only Elsa that was kind of aware of Ain's presence and existence. Yeah, but I think at one point in Elysian, Rena brought up, "Hey, why does it feel like someone's missing?" And I'm like, "Oh, she's onto him." But I don't know why they specifically like it was only Rena that realized it. No one else did. You know, I'm like, oh, that's interesting.
Elfin powers or
Yeah,
something.
that's the closest thing I can think of. It's
Maybe,
just like because she was
yeah.
raised elfin, like she has a kind of closer relation to those type of elements.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I'm thinking that too.
Yeah, it's like something that
But that's
Because
just
no one else really recognized it.
Yeah, exactly. But that's just the theory.
I mean, alternatively, the only way the other characters would have is if like they see Elsor like talking to Ein when he's non-existing, which is like who are you talking to. So then it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
But unless Rena has actually seen that, then she'd probably just. It's probably just because like elven heritage potential
Yeah.
for towards those types of elements and all that.
Yeah, the kind of sixth sense kind of thing.
Yeah, maybe, probably, yeah.
Yeah, elves in most media tend to be kind of like that. So
Yeah, they're most in tune with like the magic properties in whatever medium.
Yeah. True. Fair. Okay, I can accept this reason.
Crow, do you have one?
I mean, obviously I'm gonna pick Raven because bias, and I was gonna pick Rena because I feel like Raven and Rena they just have good synergy with each other. But after what you guys mentioned about Rose having so much artillery and like, she's
packing major heat.
Yeah, she has an arsenal of weapons. I'm like, probably Rose, and then
a one-woman army.
Yeah, maybe even Chang, just cause.
That's a solid choice.
Yeah, Chang, cause like, alright, look, every solid team needs a tank, you know. You got tank, brain, like support. Okay, so and then for the fourth, maybe Aisha just for her supporting aspect, cause you know how she can buff people up, right?
Yeah.
Well, the buffs are pretty much on the path, so.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, they are.
True.
But she does have time stop.
She does have time stop.
True. Like, yeah, but at the same time, adds dynamo you seem quite useful as well. Like,
they do.
Oh.
I think circle. I'm sorry, your dynamos are kind of like destroyed now because they're just floating in midair, and we just smacked them out.
Yeah.
No, maybe I'll pick Raven, Rena. No, Raven, Rose, Chang. Nah, maybe Aisha. I just feel like Raven and Ad just won't mix together that well, and they might
at least that base. Yeah, at least that base.
Yeah. So I think maybe Aisha.
Something else to kind of consider. Aisha does have a teleport.
Could she teleport you if she like grabbed your hand or something? I wonder.
Probably.
That could be cool.
Depends on how the weird logic of magic works.
Right.
Probably has the level of science for it as well. Coordination. You gotta pick this coordination. Teleport here.
Oh man, I was gonna mention something and I completely forgot what it was. Now it's happening to me.
It's contagious. Oh no! Everyone's losing their memory. Ein's playing. Isn't that Ein's like things? He like makes the Elfish party forget about him or something.
Really? I didn't know about that.
I want to kind of say yes, based on the official trailer.
Yeah.
I think that's on a YouTube, if I recall. So.
Yeah. I don't think they mentioned it in story. How are they not able to remember Ein in story? Did they ever mention that?
Magic.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Magic. It's just a bit of misdirection, you know?
Yeah. I mean, a lot of stuff did happen, I guess, and Ain is not really the most talkative person, especially back then. Fair. So
he has a very small presence. Like, just, yeah. It's a croaker from Croaker in a Basket.
Okay. Crow, who took this one? It was me.
Yeah.
You did.
Crow, you want to take the potential last question? This is probably gonna be the last question. Depending on
Alright, the
how
last
it goes.
question is Raiden, is cereal soup?
Is cereal soup?
Yeah, is cereal a soup?
What do you define as a soup?
Alright, wait, hold up. Google soup definition. Hold up.
I think it is
Soup.
a soup.
Soup definition. Enter.
A liquid
Soup
dish.
is a liquid dish, typically savory, made by boiling meat, fish, or vegetables. Oh wait.
I think we just answered that
Wait,
one.
I mean, typically, typically doesn't mean 100% of the time. Just saying.
But it's usually served hot or warm.
Hey.
You never really serve
Hey, you can
cereal.
have cereal warm. Yeah, yes you
You
can.
can.
Wait.
But
Why did you go down that route and not
Primarily-
say like cold tomato soup or gazpacho?
that's different. Do you actually call it gazpacho soup?
I would just say soup, or like well, tomato soup. Tomato soup and a grilled cheese. That usually isn't warm.
You're making me want grilled cheese.
I can kind of go for grilled cheese now too.
I haven't had one in a while. I may have to order one soon, just for that.
Sorry.
Well, gazpacho is technically.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. Is cereal a soup?
Are you looking there? Are you looking
Cereal
that up?
savory.
It's mainly like. It depends on like what you kind of consider like what a soup is. Like you have to like define what the base of a soup.
Yeah.
But then
yeah.
again, do we ever call cereal soup? Is the
No.
real question.
That's true. Like if there was like a legal battle where like a soup store was next to like, let's just say, for example, a cereal store, and the cereal store is just, the soup store is just like, oh, the cereal store is taking our business because there's soup. Like that won't hold up in a court. They're gonna be like, what are you talking about? Get out of here. Cereal's not soup.
Like, would you ever use milk for like a soup?
No, not
Well,
not milk in its milk form. Like maybe in its
Like
cheese
as
form.
a stock or even a broth. You never would do it like that.
Yeah. Very true.
But cereal.
For the
is
record,
liquid.
What?
hot dog is a sandwich.
Hot dog is a sandwich. I think so too. I think a hot dog is a sandwich.
But isn't sandwich two separate pieces of like buns on top of each other? Or something?
No, because like some sandwiches have like some subs are connected. The breads are connected.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
a sub is pretty much just like a whole thing of bread with like a slice down the middle.
Yeah.
So if a sub is a sandwich, a hot dog can be a sandwich.
And they're both
Okay,
all
but
connected to the wrap. The wrap is the OG.
but the definition of sandwich is an item of food consisting of two pieces of bread with a filling between.
Or two or more slices of bread or a split roll having a filling in between. Hot dog is a filling.
Wait.
Hot dog bun's a
Oh,
split roll.
Okay. Wait, what does? Okay. Oh wait, this definition doesn't say split rolls. Alright, fair enough. You know what? Okay, understandable. I will accept your arguments. Okay, I shall concede.
And pineapple does not belong on pizza. My Italian family would kill me if I said yes.
I like pineapple on pizza. I'm a fan.
Yeah,
Okay, so
as a
Meteor,
kid,
I
I
have
used
some recommendations for you.
Oh no, by media.
Listen, the sweet and savory, I'm digging it. I'm there every time. I'm there every time, and I'll put chili flakes on it too. I'm a monster.
I used to hate. Yeah, I used to hate pineapple on pizza. I used to pick them off my pizza, Hawaiian pizza, every time I'm eating it. But then I got too lazy. And I just in the end, I just eat them with the pizza now because I'm just too lazy to pick them off now. And because of that, I started liking pineapples.
Yeah, that's funny.
You can't pay me to change my mind.
Oh no, I ain't trying to change your mind. I'm just saying that's what I like. I will not change
I'm
anybody's
saying
mind
it
on
to
that.
anybody.
Yeah, I ain't trying to change anybody's mind. I'm just saying I like it.
Yeah, it's not bad. I can deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Okay.
Party has a pineapple pizza. I am gonna just take it outside and toss it into the parking lot.
I'll grab it and take it and eat it.
Wait, come on, wait, after I hit the floor?
No, I grab it midair.
Okay, alright. Nice catch,
Well,
man.
you're not finding us then.
Just give it to me. I'll eat it. It's fine.
Media out here playing professional baseball
Hey,
with a pizza.
hey, listen.
We're totally not at redacted address.
Listen, I'm very frugal. Every bit of money, like that's just free. That's just food. I ain't gonna waste
Okay,
that money.
fair. Look, saving.
You remind me of a
It's always
guy
the same.
who one day was eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and then the next day he was eating only peanut butter sandwiches. To which I asked him, "What happened to the jelly?" I can't afford the jelly.
It do be like that. The struggle is real. The struggle is definitely real.
Jelly's the best
Real
feature.
question. A real question: creamy or crunchy peanut butter?
Either or. If I had a
Well, I meant more towards him, but
oh, my bad.
I mean, while we're at it, let's answer it. So,
I think either or, but the extra crunch texture is nice.
Peanut butter.
Butter.
I think I prefer. Hey, butter. Sorry. I think that I prefer the smooth texture of the peanut butter rather than crunchy.
so I guess I'm the tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Okay. Come on. Pick a side,
Okay.
Raiden.
Oh.
But
But
Okay. Actually, I do like crunchy here and there, just because, like, like the texture of it, like with the nuts and all, it's pretty good. But so I don't know who else might do this, but for peanut butter, it's like I like jar, take a spoon, scoop, yum. Just eat like that.
oh, really?
yeah.
Yeah, so
Peanut
for
butter
me-
tastes so good. I could do that too.
Like there was a time where like I would go through 2 jars of peanut butter in a week because of that.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
That's how good. But hey, it has a lot of good vitamins in it. So.
Yeah, no. Peanut butter is
Yeah.
actually like pretty solid, like health wise.
Yeah.
Of like
Peanut
almost all
is
those
a
other
superfood.
like comparatively sweet things. Yeah, for sure.
But because of that, I have to go with creamy.
Yeah. If you're eating it like spoonful, I think that makes sense.
And I will also give a bit of a shout out to the Reese's peanut butter, which is also like
Oh my
I've only had
goodness,
it
that sounds
once,
so
but it was
good.
really good.
Yeah, that sounds really good.
Yeah, they give it like a Reese's peanut butter cup, but as a peanut butter spread.
Oh yeah, peanut butter cups are fantastic, absolutely fantastic.
Peanut butter jelly.
Peanut butter jelly time, way yeah.
All right.
Okay, I used to listen to that when I was younger, so yeah, that's on my head.
Listen, that's for all of us. It's not unnatural. All right.
Well, that's because like that was all I really had late at night that didn't involve me cooking.
Fair. No, you know what? That's fair.
And getting yelled at for cooking at like 1, 2 in the morning.
I remember reading a post once that was just like sometimes you just have phases of your life where where butter on bread is the tastiest thing ever. I'm just like, that's so real.
No, wait, actually, weird though. Yeah. Why does it taste so good? Hello?
It's just good. It's butter and bread, man.
Why do we all have that face?
Like there are times where like all of a sudden something that is very simple just is really good.
Mm-hmm.
And you just can't explain why. Even if it's just for like a day or two.
Yeah.
Like you just have that
The simple thing. Yeah. Sometimes it's the simple things that matter.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Simplicity.
No.
Less
Speaking
is
of-
more. That's the thing. Less is more. Yeah.
Was
And
that
now
right?
I'm rich for fried chicken, but I can't buy any right now, and I have to get it tomorrow. But I don't know if I want to get it tomorrow now.
Gotta get that grilled cheese now.
Well, if I do get that, that might be a lunch.
Oh, fair.
How about option C, all of the above?
Okay, that's a bit too much.
Grilled cheese with fried chicken. That's crazy, but Well, let's just say I don't think I need my arteries to be clogged.
Yeah.
True.
Very
Understandable.
I've already had food like that could clog my arteries worse than I already eat now.
true. Okay.
Alright. Understandable. Have a nice day. Look. Yeah, right. I respect them.
Even better, I've seen foods that clog my arteries even though I'm not eating them.
That happens, honestly. Sometimes you can watch somebody like dog so much food and then they have like crazy what's the word? Not adrenaline. Metabolism. And it goes nowhere, and then like what is that? You gain like a pound looking at it.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that's me with like those chocolate ads. There's so much chocolate, and it's just like swirling around. I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm getting too much sugar just watching this video.
It's like mega cake. I feel like that's just diabetes right there.
Oh yeah. True.
Yes. Yum yum.
Yum yum.
All right.
We're just talking all the different sweets and all that.
Yeah, we're just making everybody hungry before the podcast. Then.
Alright, I'm gonna go get.
This podcast brought to you by DoorDash. No, I'm kidding.
Brought to you by Mega Cake.
Hey, it's 9 o'clock. I'm technically this podcast ran into my dinner time, so I'm
my
back
bad.
to planning.
My bad.
I don't mind. I cook late anyway, so it's not a big deal.
Okay, fair. All right, let's finish this up with the final giveaway, and then we will call it for the day.
Yeah.
Anybody have a word?
No worries, Raiden. I'll shout you a dinner for taking up your dinner time for this podcast. Okay. So no worries. I got you.
As for shouting out a word. Oh, wait, hold on, that wasn't a shout. A word.
There we go, all caps.
How many O's?
All caps too.
Oh, okay.
All right, this will be the final giveaway, ladies and gentlemen. Enter that in. All these giveaways are all 500 KC. I always do 500 KC. I don't know why. I think it's just because it's like the most like the amount
You
like
get more winners out of it.
Yeah, you get more winners out of it, but it's still a solid amount that like you can do a lot with it.
Yeah.
It's an even amount.
Yeah, it's very even amount. Yeah.
I agree.
500 is just a very visually appeasing number. Appealing. Words are hard. I'm sorry.
English is a hard one.
Yeah.
I was trying not to go back to the banana puns, so my body rejected it.
Okay.
Don't worry, we're gonna be splitting soon.
Okay, I regret everything. I'm sorry.
No, you don't.
I know.
I mean, if you do, then okay, I guess I'll just leave.
No, I didn't say that.
Wait, okay. Bananas are high in potassium. Potassium is K on the periodic table. Okay. I'm so...
That's a reach.
Wait, so bananas are inukai?
I tried.
Explain every inukai.
No, I got it. We need to have a Inukai on the podcast. The next guy.
Oh, true. So that makes sense. I want to think about next year. Okay, look, we've got Sky. We'll use Sky as bait. We'll go get K.
Yeah, we gotta use Sky. Sky got Genevieve too. That was a good cast.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I had a road trip that day. I couldn't make it.
Yeah, last podcast we didn't have Crow. This podcast we didn't have Sky.
It's
Next podcast.
Wait, what? I think you cut out near the end, Raiden.
Yeah, I think my internet is acting up.
Yeah, it is about that time, I guess.
Because the stream keeps buffering from.
Ah, okay, bro.
Good thing is like it's doing this at the end at least, which is good.
Yeah. All right.
Next podcast will be only media.
Has that ever happened? No, because the last time Crow and Sky could not be there, I had the Boys podcast with my guildmates from Veritas. Shout out to Veritas Guild.
Yeah.
Epi and Kigo and Oni.
If anything, there was one time where it was just Vader and I, and then like mid podcast, I was just like, someone came to my door and I had to dip for like half an hour, and I'm like, I feel bad.
Oh yeah, I
for
was
that.
alone for a little bit there. I was alone.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
I wasn't expecting it.
I do have plans for a solo cast if that ever like I have something in the back in the vault just in case I have to do a solo
Wait.
cast.
I'm curious.
And don't make me resort to it, please.
Okay. I'm curious. I'm curious.
Okay. I think that is everybody. All right, the boys. Yeah, the boys cast.
No boy.
One day we'll bring it back.
When are we gonna
next
have?
week?
Say what?
Next week, we're not gonna have GM Raiden on the podcast.
Oh yeah.
Oh, true. That is true.
He is our featured most honorable guest.
Yeah.
Favorite one? Yeah.
Next week,
Favorite, yeah.
this is gonna be the next honorable guest, most honorable guest. Like, am I a joke to you?
Oh, not true. They just become more honorable as we go.
Like, am I a joke to you?
All
You
right.
guys get better and better.
All right. Last two giveaways. Let's do it to it. In 5, a 4, a 3, a 2, 1. Man, today's names.
And this
Polo
is
Latim.
to go
Oh, a little bit late there, Calentio.
even further beyond.
Local Latin.
Calentio, sorry.
I was gonna pronounce this Jacob.
Another INT.
Yeah, a lot of.
INT players came out to see Raiden.
Yeah.
I'm kidding, but they came to win from Raiden.
Yeah. It might be the time, honestly.
Luck. Depends on where. So.
Yeah. This time is not a typical time for ELS streams. But it is the only time I can get contact with the Aussies. Alright.
Alright, yeah.
Aussie, oi, oi, oi.
Oi.
And
First you
this
got Rush, now you got Ryan
is
Core.
to
Just
go
hang out with
even further
them. You can't
beyond.
escape the Aussies.
Man, too bad I can't hang out with Rush yet.
Oh.
Well, I talk to him every now and then.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
That's good.
Raiden. Are we gonna...
Yeah, this one will be fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll message them.
Yeah. Alright. 15.
Like I said, everyone at the beginning, like, keep in mind that we are, like, looking for any people who may be trying to cheat.
Mm-hmm.
So those who are, if we find out, then yeah, we will probably talk to you and all that. So yeah.
But for now, yeah, Fofino just put the classic IGN server.
Yes.
What is that? What the?
I hate the sound alert, never using it again.
It goes against Coental, so he should stop doing it. Or maybe he should just stop blaming Raiden. Maybe he should blame himself. Maybe if he does that.
Yeah. Listen, maybe you just need another sound effect. There's like 4 more. Maybe you need to do the ha-has. I'm a personal fan of the ha-has.
A lot of sound effects. There's a lot of sound effects being played this podcast.
Yeah.
Wait, did you ever reveal like where the haha's from?
Yeah, no, you got it right. It's from Him Daisy. It's Yukiko from the Him Daisy.
Right.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember. Every time I hear it, I keep thinking Simpsons.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I think everybody else did too. But no, it's Yukiko from the Persona 4 Him Daisy comic.
Now check out this sweet fox.
No, check out this
NGP.
I love that comic. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that is gonna be it for us. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for GM Raiden. This was very fun. It was very nice talking to you. Hearing all these OG stories. Oh, sorry. Whoops. Well,
You're fired, and Mommy Crow, you're fired. Oh wait, actually, Mommy Crow, you're hired, and now you're fired.
Dang.
Oh! I'm getting bullied.
Actually, it was great to be here. Actually.
Oh, nice to hear. Thank you.
It's really nice having Brad here with us. Good. I'm
Score?
excited for it.
Mm-hmm.
I
Oh
think
yeah,
I
no,
can
I was
wait
super excited
for
for it
that.
too. Yeah, no, I've always been thinking like, oh man, we gotta get GM Raiden here. We gotta get GM Raiden here. And I was like, oh well, 10th anniversary. 10th anniversary is the perfect time. It's legit the perfect time.
Yeah, I always thought like, damn, Ryan seems cool. He seems like a funny guy. I want to talk to him. Let's get him on the podcast.
Honestly, the only thing I'm going to say is like for everyone, the 10th anniversary was the most important day of their lives. But for me, it was Tuesday.
Oh, it was a Tuesday. I'm dying. It was a Tuesday.
Alright, media's out now.
Alright,
media's
alright.
out of commission.
All right, with that, we're gonna call it. Raiden, do you know how we end these podcasts?
Ignition Crow?
Oh, okay. I love it when no one knows. Okay.
I forget. I forgot.
It's okay. It's okay. It's the best part. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have yourselves a fantastic day. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.